Hello again everybody and welcome back to the channel. We're at stand 522 I think we are actually at Heathrow Airport, and we've got the very latest paint scheme from British Airways on Golf Tango November Alpha Airbus A320neo, and it's the BA Better World livery as well. There's three versions on flightsim.to. The one that I'm using today is linked in the description for today's stream. Very warm welcome back of course to all of our bronze, silver and gold frequent flyers and all of our regular viewers, and if you're tuning in for the very first time, very warm welcome on board to all of you as well. Don't forget to give the video a little like. If you are new, click that subscribe button, and of course you can then join us in the live chat as well as we fly along to Thessaloniki. David A, good morning to you, I hope you're well. Hello to everyone else in the live chat. Flight time about 3 hours en route time, estimated en route time at least. The livery's beautiful, isn't it? It's so good. They've gone into a lot of detail as well. Let me show you this. Look at that. So nice. And model matching's being really weird today actually, because the aircraft keep popping and changing. So next to us was a British Airways aircraft, bizarrely enough, and then all of a sudden it's disappeared again. But yeah, what do you guys think of this livery? Hope you think it's pretty good. We're in the latest experimental branch as well of the flybywire A32NX. Roland, good afternoon. Jay, good morning. And Tavagnaris, hello to you too. Aviation Simulation, hi. We're on the VATSIM Network. That's really bugging me that that's changed to a little Asobo blob. It was literally a BA A320 5 minutes ago. Standard. Velox, might be a bad question, but when I spawn in, I connect the ground power, I still get no power in the aircraft. What aircraft and where are you, I guess? Got a little bit of prep to do. We've done our boarding and things, and we've refueled. Seatbelt signs are on, and we can lock the flight deck door. We've got Heathrow Tower online and Heathrow ATIS as well. 1185 for Tower. And runway 27 right is in use. Paul Brown, good afternoon. Good to have you flying along today as well. And 1185, is that correct? Yes. So we'll have to get our clearance call and our IFR clearance. We're expecting a MAXIT 1 Foxtrot departure, I think it is. And let's have a little look at Navigraph, shall we? Good old Navigraph. I've got Volanta fired up as well. So there we are, Terminal 5A, London Heathrow Airport. Using the parking stands chart, we need to find... where is it? There we go, 522, that's where we are. And that's where the actual aircraft is in real life right now, going on the same route. So the old adage of as real as it gets, that's what we're trying for today. I think we're going to be slightly behind the real aircraft. Departing 27 right then on the MAXIT 1 Foxtrot departure. We're going to fly a radial of 256 from the London VOR 1136 to 5 DME, then a left turn to intercept an outbound radial of 161 from the 421 Burnham NDB, heading out to 12 miles from the London VOR. MAXIT at 6,000 as that climb limit clearance, and then on our way. Easy peasy. Our route today will take us down the south, past Brighton, which is down there, over the Channel, and then directly over Paris. We're then going to break off east, heading over most of Europe, down the Adriatic coast, cross the very tip of northern Greece as we're then well into our descent into Thessaloniki. We've got the freeware livery, freeware seaway. Put my teeth in. Freeware scenery for that as well. Alex AB's freeware scenery for Thessaloniki, so really looking forward to that. Checking that out for the first time actually on the channel. And this is a route that I'm doing literally next week in real life too. So I was very keen to get it done today. Alberto, hello to you. Roland, fingers crossed. QNH1012. And everything in here is ready. Pretty much. So we're going to refresh the METAR, and it's information Charlie, We will stand 522, info Charlie, QNH is 1012. Let's get our clearance. Heathrow Tower, good afternoon. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf A320neo on stand 522 with information Charlie on board. Request RFR clearance to Thessaloniki, QNH 1012.
The station that was calling, stand by.
Roland, nice. The ILS is dodgy, brilliant. Let's hope we could just about see then. When I was
26 Kilo Golf, Heathrow Tower, good evening, correction, afternoon even. Clear to Thessaloniki, MAXIT 1 Fox departure, squawk is 1434.
Clear to Thessaloniki, Maxi 1 Foxtrot departure, squawk 1434, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, correct.
Heathrow Travel, Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, stand 532, we are negotiating with information.
1434.
Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, Heathrow Tower,
6,000, we'll leave it unmanaged.
Thessaloniki, MAXIT 1 Fox
Let's check our performance page. We're quite heavy today, by the way, 72 tons basically, so the aircraft's fully loaded in the back, and a V1 138, V rotator 139, and a V2 143.
26 left at Gatwick, so it's departing 27 right, and your readback was correct.
1012, 1012, 6,000, that's all looking good. You know what I need? APU. That's to switch on.
Speedbird 1312, taxi Bravo, and then I think it's link 58
and start.
Alpha, and then Alpha.
How did you add the altitude to your waypoints on the map, Cheetah? Good question, just click the constraints button there, if that's what you mean. If you don't mean that, do let me know. Joe, we're on runway 27 right for departure.
Yeah, Speedbird 1312, so follow Bravo all the way to the top, and I think it's either link 56 or 58, and it will be a right turn onto Alpha.
Should be clicking over to Avail in a second. We can bleed the APU. There we go. Bleed. It's come off external power.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of the precise taxiway, but at the end of Bravo, don't follow Bravo, just taxi all the way to
Don't understand what's going on at the moment.
Right, Alpha.
Power, let's get rid of the external power. And next is going to be pushback.
That's correct, sir. Speedbird 904, you ready on reaching?
FM Speedbird 904.
Speedbird 904, marvellous. From Alpha 3, runway 27 right.
A couple of words about info, Charlie, Lima, Quebec, etc. please. So you get the ATIS information, and every airport will generate one, especially on VATSIM. The controllers will put in an ATIS information put into place. And it's basically the METAR for the airport, which is updated regularly, and the air traffic control unit that deals with the ATIS will start with information alpha, and it will work through all the way through to Zulu throughout the day. When it hits Zulu, it will then reset back to alpha, and every time there's a change in the weather, or an update in the METAR I should say, so every half an hour most likely, it will they will update the ATIS information. So we're information Charlie at the moment. In 20 minutes from now, I would expect, in fact in 10 minutes from now, looking at the timings, I would expect that we're going to move on to information Delta. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, stand 522, fully ready, request push and start.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, push and start is approved once the company 78 starts to move, and push and start approved.
After the company traffic behind, push and start approved behind. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Out of the box, thank you very much.
Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 2642 is also already pushed down, stand 520.
We've got to watch this bit.
Speedbird 2642 Southeast, so once the company 78 passes behind, push and start is approved.
Okay, sir. Bypass speed.
Let's go the traffic passes behind, push and start from Speedbird 2642.
Speedbird 1 Papa Lima,
They're going to lift the aircraft now.
There was about 2 stations at once. I had Speedbird
Oh, look at
1
that.
Papa Lima. I'm afraid you're going to have to hold position for the moment due to company behind.
For pushback.
hold position from Papa Lima.
So cool.
And the other station that was trying to transmit, so the call sign again.
Would you please give me intersection departure Delta A320NX?
Yeah, can everybody just stop transmitting all at the same time? I heard 1 Papa Lima and then I heard somebody else. What was that call sign in the message, please?
It was
Speedbird 75.
About 25 or so.
Ready for push and start.
35 frames per second, sorry.
Speedbird 75, thank you. Once the company 78 passes behind, push and start is approved. Face north.
After the company 787 has passed, the push and start approved, face north. Speedbird 75.
Speedbird 1312, yeah, I can give you an intersection departure. I can give you Alpha 5 or Alpha 4.
APS Gaming, glad you're enjoying the livery. It's a nice one.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Alpha 4, did you say?
Alpha 8 window.
Okay, Alpha 8, in that case, taxi Alpha 8, break, Speedbird 904, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122, Decimal 8, goodbye.
1228, Speedbird 904.
Speedbird 1312 from Alpha 8 to runways 27 right, clear takeoff, surface wind 250 at 11.
Cheetah, X-Plane 12, it was announced the other day at Flight Sim Expo, but it's not yet going to be coming out anytime soon, I don't think. The one I'm really looking forward to.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Done.
Parking brake set. Parking brake
Mark,
set.
hello from Australia. Tug's lowering the nose, or the wheel I should say.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed.
Off he
Please let me
goes.
ride. Have a good
He's been
flight.
cleared to push start as well.
Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Weird level of detail thing where it seems to have reset itself.
Please can you do video on how to download liveries?
Sure. Anything in particular? It's a you just go to flightsim.to usually and you just download the actual livery itself, and then you just extract the just moving my charts around, sorry, bear with me. You move you extract the folder and then you move that into your community folder, and that is it. Charts. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf for a request taxi.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Go on, send me Yankee.
Yeah, just hold position for the moment because I'm sure company traffic in front will be also asking for taxi very soon.
Okay, hold position, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Tom, nice one. I'll be doing it next week. Really looking forward to it, actually. Mark, this is the Premium Deluxe Microsoft Flight Simulator
Speedbird 1312,
hand-built
no further
thing.
ATC available, Unicom 122.
Has he switched to ground?
Goodbye.
Speedbird 1 thank you very much. Have a good day, bye.
Don't get it. Showing Heathrow Tower. So, flaps 1 plus F.
Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 2642.
Stable.
Taxi.
Mission mode norm.
42, marvellous.
Oh,
Taxi
David,
straight ahead
what?
on Yankee, and then it will be a left on Bravo.
That's not good. Where?
And hold Dingo initially.
Straight on Yankee, left onto Bravo, hold Dingo initially for Speedbird 2642.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, same to you, so it'll be Yankee and then left Bravo, hold Dingo behind company.
We'll go Yankee Bravo and hold Dingo behind company traffic, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Let's get the APU off.
Papa Lima, we're ready for push and immediate taxi.
Yeah, Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, I'm aware of that, sir, and I did say I can't get you off until company traffic is cleared, which I believe he's moving. So once the company traffic behind moves on...
Kevin, hello. It's this is the latest experimental branch that we've downloaded today. Let's get the safety demonstration started, shall we? Stand 513. That's not good. I wonder what happened there. Have you got things like freeway Gatwick or anything installed?
And the Speedbird 1 Papa Lima would like to have the taxi, please.
Sorry, Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, say again.
Faults, it's the British Airways Better World livery.
In that case, taxi Yankee Bravo, hold Dingo initially.
Yankee Bravo holding initially, Speedbird 1 Papa Lima.
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The captain and the crew are here for your safety. It is important...
Speedbird 2642, taxi link 58, and then it will be right Alpha, hold Alpha 3, or I can give you an intersection departure if you require.
I'll go with Alpha 3.
Everyone press the like button.
Okay, taxi Alpha, hold
Out the box, thank you. Yeah, everybody smash that like button. My rudder pedals.
26 Kilo Golf, same for you, taxi link 58, Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
We suggest you keep your seatbelt...
taxi link 58 Alpha and hold Alpha 3 Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Speedbird 75 ready for taxi.
QE.
Speedbird 75 standby, break Turkish 60 Tango, you on frequency?
When we get to the hold point, I'm going to check my sensitivities, because every time I seem to boot the sim at the moment, they seem to reset. Adam, hello, welcome. There is a command in the live chat.
Okay, Speedbird
I think it's exclamation mark.
We'll
have a look. They're in the. It should be in the live chat for you in a second.
Alpha hold Cobra, Speedbird 75.
Actually, Speedbird 75, you visual with the company traffic that's just passed on
Link
the
58, which is straight ahead in front of them.
Have them inside.
Speedbird 75, marvellous. In that case, taxi Alpha, hold Alpha 3 and position behind the last 320.
Alpha 3 behind the last company 320, Speedbird 75.
Turkish 6 Quebec Tango, runway 27 left, cleared to land, surface wind 250 at 11.
Crew will now point out the exits nearest to you. To open the doors, move the handle in the direction of the red arrow. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. The slides can also be
Out of the box, asking about controls, I've got the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X kit. Getting blue cabin on ECAM after takeoff config, what am I doing wrong? So, like this, cabin check. All you've got to do is click call all there. And that's the cabin secure that the airlines use. When the crew press it, then the cabin secure button comes on here. Good question.
Please note that the bag does not inflate.
Always in a bit dirt over there.
Your mouth and nose and adjust the band to secure it, then breathe normally. Do make sure your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else. In some areas, you release the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer. If you're in a Club World sleeper
Learn
seat, you may need
codes with Rish. Hi. All you need to do is get the coordinate that you need. So say for example your coordinate is 50 degrees north, 20 degrees west. You would type in the coordinate on MSFS 5020N and that's it. Give that a go and let me know how you get on, especially if you're fiddling with it at the moment.
may fall and injure someone. As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure that your tray table is put away, your seat is upright, and your armrest is down. Please stow your individual video stream.
Now what's going to be interesting is I've got the Origami Studios Gatwick installed, and that is a couple of miles south of our position at the moment, and I'm curious to know, because we're going to be pretty much flying past it, how it's going to affect our performance.
Speedbird 25940 for hello, receiving you, readability 5.
Lovely. Good afternoon. We are at stand 508 with information Bravo on board. Aircraft type A320QNH1012. Request clearance to destination.
Speedbird 25904. I'll do a deal with you, sir. If you follow flight plan, I'll give you a clearance.
Apologies about that. We'll do that now.
Virage, it's about 3 hours estimated en route time, plus minus about 15-20 minutes on the ground either side.
We've filed that flight plan for you now, Speedbird 2594.
Oh, nice, Cheetah. What aircraft?
Indeed you have. Stand by for clearance. You're number 1.
That will be cabin secure.
Please prepare for takeoff.
Okay, Speedbird 2594, you are cleared to, is that Cattonia? It is, I was right. Clear Cattonia, MAXIT 1 Fox departure, squawk is 0737.
Alpha 6. Got up on more hold points. Genie, hi, hope you're okay.
Foxtrot departure, squawk 0737, Speedbird 2594.
Speedbird 2594, correct. Break, Speedbird 2642. You ready on reaching?
That's the access to Speedbird 2642.
Oh yeah! He's ready for departure already. It's going to be a straight, quick lineup.
Okay,
Experimental version, Drini. I don't use the stable. It's not that stable
behind the road aircraft
compared.
Trying to land on C7 right, line up, runway T7 right, bar Alpha 3.
Oh dear.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf Alpha, Speedbird 2642.
Speedbird 2642.
Find the landing aircraft on 27 right, line up on right.
Heathrow, good day, Turkish 9-XA, approaching on the 27 left.
Turkish 9 November X-ray.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Hello, you're number 2 following an Air Canada A330. Reduce to minimum approach speed and continue approach.
Continue approach and reducing to minimum speed, Turkish 9.
Oh, how do we get out of the pause menu, guys?
Air Canada A64, you on frequency?
That's the firm, Air Canada A64.
Canada 864, marvellous. Runway 27 left. You're clear to land. Surface wind is 250 at 1.
That's not good.
Callsign area 27 will last Air Canada 864.
Okay, don't know what this traffic's doing. I'd best ignore him. So Speedbird 2642 from Alpha 3, runway 27 right, clear takeoff. Surface wind 250 at 11.
Clear for takeoff, Speedbird 2642.
Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 11, radio check.
Speedbird 11, readability, strength 5.
Heathrow Tower,
Escape should work, but it doesn't.
11, currently stand 505 Airbus A320-200, request ISR clearance to Vienna. Information on board.
Enter escape.
You still got your previous flight, Frankfurt to Heathrow, and your clearance, so if you can sort
escape
that
doesn't work.
Please.
I've tried it many times.
Sorry about that. It should be refilled.
Spirit 11, thank you, and stand by number 1 for clearance. break. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf behind departing company A320 via Alpha 3, line up runway 27 right behind.
Yeah, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, I've got a technical issue with the sim. I might be a few seconds.
Oh, okay.
Heathrow Tower, good afternoon, Speedbird 36 requesting for flights and file information on board.
How do you guys get out of it then?
Speedbird 369 standby, number 2 for clearance.
And now you're power in Air Canada 864, spiral 371, looking for stand 247.
Yep. Yeah, there was a couple of stations at once. Canada 864 standby, break. Turkish 9 at November X-ray, runway 27 left, clear to land. Surface wind 250 at 11.
Clear land 27 left, Turkish 9 November X-ray.
Canada 864, taxi right Bravo, and then it's going to be, let's have a heavy stand to taxi Bravo Kilo, stand 238.
Confirm 38 or 238 for Canada 864?
It's 238.
Yeah. Oh, you've just tried to put it on my second one as well. I might have to restart.
Speedbird T594, request push and start.
Speedbird 2594, push and start is approved, face north.
Push and start approved, facing north, Speedbird T594.
Right, we have to restart. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, I'm having to restart. It's the one thing that Asobo need to really bust their balls and sort out. I couldn't even get to the menu, that was the problem. I do hate this simulator sometimes. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So I can't even get out of frame mode at the moment. Control Alt Delete, then go back to the screen. Ah, this is, you know what? Everything was going so well, and I was really looking forward to starting the flight. And now it's done that noise, which means I have to restart the sim again anyway. Let's test this theory a sec. Control Alt Delete. No, see, doesn't work. This is because they've introduced stuff for the Xbox, and they've messed up. They've messed it up for PC users, really. Kai, yeah, I'm sure you're enjoying X-Plane, but you won't get me there anytime soon. I can promise you that. We're still online on the network, bizarrely, on VATSIM. That's interesting. David, that's alright. Who's actually managed to depart then so far? I mean, I've got no idea what the aeroplane's doing there. Wow, so we're back in full screen. I'm not going to bugger around with it anymore. Stuff like that, it's very rare, isn't it, to be fair. But I should have known not to press that sort of button. Oh well, a real flight is going to be getting really far ahead then. Tavignarus, that's interesting. So other aircraft don't give you that problem. Is that what you're saying? But these ones do. I've actually got a keybind flight spotter. I've got a keybind set. Interestingly enough, in case stuff like this happens, and even that wasn't doing anything. 1185.
Lima initially, and I'll give you further instructions to follow.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Roger, right on Bravo and Lima initially, and I'm gonna cast any sections as well.
Wow.
AFM and
Death.
Speedbird 1 Papa Lima from Alpha 3, runway 27.
So I've got a load, and I've got to do this silly thing now. There's no instant. There's no instant boarding anymore. You've got to let it go up.
Papa Lima, we would like to delay our departure for like 10 minutes, so that way we can take.
But in that time, we can get bits sorted in it.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for you there because you are actually blocking extra traffic. So if it's going to be 10 minutes, then you need to disconnect and then reconnect again, I'm afraid.
Oh, hello. What was that?
Should I go back to the
That's not good.
Well, no, if you just disconnect and then just reconnect where
ATSU.
you are, sir, but at the moment you are obviously blocking traffic.
In it, press.
Okay, Roger, I'll disconnect for now. Thank you.
Spirit 75, once the company traffic's disconnected, continue taxi Alpha 3.
There we go.
Continue Alpha 3, Speedbird 75.
27 right.
Speedbird 115 with you, stand by for requesting clearance, Kennedy, please, information Charlie.
Was that Speedbird 115?
Hey, firm.
Maxi.
Speedbird 115. Cleared at 2 JFK.
Joe.
Compton Tree Fox departure. Squawk is 5664.
That was down 0.3. I think I had 72. I can't remember what my flex was.
Correct break. Speedbird 75 from Alpha 3, runway 27 right, clear takeoff.
Well, usually I get ahead of everybody so I can watch everybody land, but that's not going to happen today, is it? 886.
27 right, Speedbird 75.
Do. Chief of Tower, hello again. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. I'm back at stand 522. John, full clearance again.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, welcome back. Actually, your clearance is still intact from your previous one. So it was the squawk was 1434, and yeah, advise red eye to push and start again.
Roger, thank you.
Speedbird 2594, request taxi, and we are happy for Alpha 7 intersection.
So I've got to wait for boarding to finish, and that's the most annoying thing. Because I can't do... Maybe I could do the fuel planning now. 8.1.
Alpha 7 via Alpha, Speedbird 2594, thanks.
We could do 8.9. We can't do the rest of that until everything else is done. That was 6,000. VOR ADF. MAXIT 1 Fox. This is the quickest setup I can do at the minute with the configuration of the flybywire mod. I wonder if it's something that's conflicting with the sim within the files, like triggering it. If one of you guys was saying earlier it only happens on specific aircraft. I wonder if there's a bit of a link there. 1012. 1012.
Confirm or report your stand number.
Let's get that on. We're just going to turn a load of lights on now, ready, so that I don't have to mess around in the overhead.
Okay, I think we keep crossing. Okay, Speedbird 802, correction 0822.
Gil, hello.
Clear to Castrop, Brookman's Park 7 Fox departure, squawk is 2157.
Have we finished loading people? Yes. 72 ton.
Squawk is 2157.
Okay, ready. Let's prep. Look at that. Yeah, sometimes I get it, that and it actually allows me to exit.
This is ground. Stand by.
Got anyone around me? No. I'm going to request an intersection departure as well. Sushil, hello, welcome.
Pushing there, push to talk, it's horrendous, so if you can try and sort that out, please.
Agreed. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, fully ready, request push start.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, push and start, approved.
Push start approved, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Speedbird 75, no further ATC available, I'm afraid, although France is online, which is a rarity. So for now, Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
122.8, Speedbird 75, thank you, have a good day, cheers.
Pulls up and away.
Standing by for pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Rock and roll.
Go ahead.
Come on.
We are cleared for start and push.
Of course we are.
Okay, cleared for push start.
This bit
Parking brakes are released.
is slow.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Let's go. Yeah, Tavanaris, I firmly believe it's only come in as a thing thanks to the Xbox release as a problem for us. I'm not sure if there's anything on the forums actually that suggests a problem, or it being a problem, I should say. Alec, wow. God, you guys are steaming ahead. Sorry about the technical issues.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
It's very frustrating.
Parking brakes set.
Sure you'll agree?
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Having issues receiving voice, keeps breaking. Request clearance through text, please.
You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect.
Ooh.
Pin has been removed. See you at the side.
Ghost, been a member for 3 months.
Holding position.
Thank you very much. Cheers for supporting the channel. Taxi lights on. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, request taxi. Again.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, taxi Yankee, left Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
Taxi Yankee, Alpha and hold Alpha 3, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. We can start on one engine, can't we? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Start engine 1. It's going to trigger my OCD if I don't do the safety demo again.
Start approved.
Push approved, Speedbird 11.
So much for racing the real flight. They don't have to deal with this, do they? Get in the flight deck and they can't reset a button. Turn the menu off. Imagine that.
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The captain...
Speedbird 259 for you, radio on reaching.
That you pay attention and follow instructions carefully.
Speedbird 2594, marvellous from Alpha 7.
I'll make up a bit of time. I'll fly Mach Decimal 8 2 or something, try and catch up.
Or
Mach Decimal 8.
To unfasten, simply lift up the metal.
Take off from 27 right.
We'll do I'm a British Airways flight and I'm delayed taxi.
When it's on,
Which is really quick. Yeah, that's it, Doctor. Yep. Taxi 50 knots.
we suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign is off. Your life jacket is either beside or underneath.
Okay, taxi 1+F and takeoff config test and everything's green but the cabin check. That's good.
Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow.
He's out the way and we're clear right.
Repeat your life jacket when you leave the aircraft.
Everybody strap in.
Supply life cots for babies.
Gonna take the Apex.
In the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you'll be told to take this protective brace position. But when
Mabud, welcome.
facing rearwards in Club World, you must adopt this position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft.
This is worth the slightly additional fuel burn.
To the closest usable
I think Basil's about to depart.
High heel shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor level lighting.
And Turkish 9 November X-ray, I have seen you pause there. Do you have Lima on your charts at all, or have you got that on your scenery?
And two at the front of each cabin section.
Negative, sir. I don't have Lima on my chart, but
yeah, well, yes.
this is the Bravo
exactly.
And continues to stand starting with 2.
Oh, that's what I was trying to do, get a bit of drift going on. We're doing about 20-30 knots.
No, well, 232 is the other side of the airport, sir. I'll tell you what, do you have kilo on your charts there?
Pop them out the belly, let's get that on auto, there's one less thing to set and that ready to go. There goes Basil.
Unfortunately, I have Bravo, Quebec, Alpha and Papa.
Jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle.
Yeah, that I can't. You've got extremely old scenery there. I can't remember what the taxiways were. So, taxi standard choice in that case.
Please note that the bag does not inflate.
Okay, so sorry for that. Turkish 9 November X-ray.
Do make sure your own mask
And thanks for the help.
before helping anyone else.
Come on, crew.
In some areas, you release the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer.
That's it, Bakazato, and drive it out the corner at the other side.
No problem. Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, you also appear to have not gone the correct way, so
switched off.
but anyhow, Speedbird 1 Papa Lima,
Takeoff, approach.
runway 27 right, clear takeoff, surface wind 2409.
Devices that can send
Yes, I take Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, sorry for the trouble, 1 Papa Lima.
any items with a flight safety
Oh,
should have this feature.
thought we were going to get straight out.
Speedbird 2594, no further ATC available, Unicom 122, decimal 8, goodbye.
We'll have to start slowing down now.
122 decimal 8.
Oh yeah, especially after a few drinks. There we go, we're at Alpha 3 now. It's like nothing ever happened. Ah, this damn simulator sometimes, eh? It tests the best of us. Love it, we're getting all the BA liveries today. We've had the Dove, we've got the Better World livery, and we've got the BEA livery, and we've got the standard Chatham House docks too. We tried to get pole. Look at that for timing.
Hearing tower, 11 ready for taxi.
Done.
Speedbird 1-1, what we doing? Yep, so it will be link 5-6 and then Alpha hold Alpha 3.
Link 5-6, Alpha 3, Speedbird 1-1.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf behind departing company 320, line up and wait 27 right via Alpha 3.
Via Alpha 3, line up and wait behind the departing company traffic. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, thanks. Lewis, you could do this P2. Yeah. Strobes. We're just going to take a, say a casual line up, but got to go up a little bit of a hill. So I think, is it Unicom next for a very short period of time, and then it's, oh god, there's 3 French centres on.
115 pushing start, approved face north.
1281 perhaps? Paul can tell us, he's almost there. What frequency are you tuning into? Let's get all the lights on because I will forget otherwise. In my haste, 1+F, takeoff ECAM memos, no blue. And we've got our initial climb to 6,000 set. Our cruise today, by the way, don't think I've told anybody, is 39,000 feet. I think, how long did that delay us by, guys? 6 minutes? 7 minutes?
Still T6 Kilo Golf. Looks like that traffic in front has just disconnected, but I just need to. I'll wait a few minutes before until he comes back.
No problem at all. Such a good livery. But for this, in real life, it's been painted on TTN8, and it is a partnership with Airbus and BP as well.
No problem.
I really want to check my rudder sensitivities, but I can't. So after departure, bit of an initial climb out with a slight left turn, so we're avoiding Windsor Castle and then heading due south. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Spirit 26 Golf, doesn't look like that traffic's returning, so clear takeoff, surface wind 240 at 9.
Clear takeoff, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Chrono. So when pilots say we'll try and clear back a little bit of time during the cruise, that's what I'm going to be doing today. 80 knots. Let's get a grease. Sounds like Basil's had a crash to desktop. Told you we're heavy. V1, rotate.
Runway 27 left, clear to land. Surface wind 240 at 9.
What's the rate, go up? There we go. Coming up to 1,500. We'll then go into the climb gate. You can see on the nav display, guys, as well, the Burnham NDB climb and the London VOR.
26 Kilo Golf, nothing further for you. Continue on Unicom 122 decimal 8 LLE.
Continue on Unicom 122.8, and thanks very much for the ATC and the patience as well. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, bye.
All stations, actually to start.
Into the cloud in a second. And what I want to do is get a screenshot of this as we leave Heathrow, like so. For the Instagram, you know. There we go. I'm really curious as to what was causing my issues earlier now with the menu thing. That's on auto, but we'll put it on just in case. And flaps S. Yeah, unfortunately no weather radar. That's another thing that's I would quite like to have back. Ground spoilers, we can disarm those. And we can continue climb up to 39,000. Actually, I'll set 23, we'll see how we go first. Just in case we get some ATC on the way. Pete, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let's go back to Club Europe, shall we? We'll go to business class for the view. Let's see, where is it? That's the one.
If you are seated in that first or Club World cabin this evening, please do take care that your personal electronic devices do not get lost beneath the seat. If it does, please ask a member of my team, but do not move the seat. Thank you.
At least we're on our way now. This sim just loves to test us, doesn't it? Beautiful cloud formations and all that sort of stuff going on. I mean, look at that. This actually, I wonder what seat this is. Let's have a look. It's row 3. Beautiful livery. No, so that's the door. 1, 2, 3. It's literally here where this static port is. That's where I'm going to be sitting next week. And Alberto, no issues actually activating any of that. Oh, hello. Flight plan discontinuity. I just want to enjoy the flight. I don't want these technical issues. Okay, that's good. Happy with that. Let's get rid of those. We can get rid of that. 10,000. Birdman, good afternoon. You've been enjoying your Edinburgh scenery prize. That's good, always good to hear. Yeah, I might do. I don't know if I've got enough fuel though for cost index 40 though, Doctor on board. That's the only worry that I've got. There we go. Overhead's looking a bit dark as well. It's like the sim has reset some of the settings. I turned the thing off where it turns everything dark here. That seems to have reset itself as well. Very peculiar. But hey, we're on our way. And I'm going to reset the overlay because I don't think that is reading properly. Let's reset that. EGLL to LGTS, and we are Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. There we are. So we've got a French event on at the moment. Where are they? So we've got LFFF Centre, Paris Control. We've got, I think that's Rhone as well. We're not going to speak to Rhone, we're going to speak to Paris, which means we need 128-100. Sadly, no. The TCAS jock doesn't do anything in this at the moment. So the terrain map on the experimental branch of flybywire mod, terrain, weather radar and TCAS don't work. They're all inoperative, sadly. Basil, weird isn't it? We've all had some form of technical issue today, which is very bizarre. Doesn't really make much sense either, to be honest.
Affirme Fox Golf India Lima Tango. Fox Golf India Lima Tango, un PA28, une personne.
There we are, fuel prediction. So we've taken a little bit off our estimate. Let's continue climb up. 39,000 feet today, so it's the service ceiling of the A320neo that we're flying at, right at the top. Jock, it's a good question. It's something I keep forgetting about, actually, to be totally honest.
On transpond 7000, on roule au point d'attente Bravo de la 22 et...
Ah, Roland. Well, you could always reconnect once you're out of Paris, if you were a little bit worried about maybe dealing with the ATC there. Look at that, stunning. I'm secretly hoping that on Friday I will be in this livery, but I was having a little look at the equipment code earlier on for the planned aircraft for our flight to Thessaloniki next week, and it's showing 21Q, which I've never heard of before, so I started looking into it, and it turns out it's the Airbus A321neo, one of their brand new ones, so I'm really looking forward to that. Who's been watching the Flight Sim FS Expo then over the last few days? I've been catching a couple of the videos and the streams. Some quite exciting news actually. Thrustmaster in particular, really looking forward to their Boeing pack for the sim. Flight sim, nice. Is that today that you went plane spotting and saw those? If so, whereabouts were you? Cythera, hello to you, welcome, hope you're okay. I'm okay, thanks. We've had a an interesting start to the stream. Roland, if you go out onto Unicom, so if you're flying, let's see if I can, let me show you Volanta actually, I'll try and explain it a bit better that way. There we go, Volanta. So you can see Paris radar here. It's going to take us all the way out to about here. Once you get to the waypoint INSOG, you could reconnect to VATSIM at this point because you're not in any controlled airspace. So you could check the radars, make sure no one's around you, and you could reconnect. And then when you fly through Swiss radar, all you need to do is the usual en route call. Wow, look at that weather, North Italy. Jeez. In fact, let's go and have a look at La Palma. Which one is La Palma? One of those. Interestingly enough. There we go. There's La Palma. There's the natural disaster occurring there at the moment. So fingers crossed everybody gets out. There's our route for today. As I add some screenshots. Tammy, hello. You enjoy RFS. Standard pressure.
One full name, apologies. Did we miss the caller?
Yeah, Unicom, what's this related? Bye-bye.
No problem, Unicom, thanks for your help, bye-bye.
Speedbird 20, can I get the star for arrival?
I've tried RFS before actually, before I got Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it's actually alright for a mobile game.
So runway news, Speedbird 20.
That would be for approach to give you.
Let's see, what do we want? We want that one. For a little while, before it gets busy underneath Paris airspace. Basil, yes, so very much of some voodoo stuff going on. This is the experimental branch, Andreas Scarwolf. So it's got quite a few things that are in-op on board, in the flight deck. Weather radar, terrain, TCAS, none of that works in this sadly at the moment. Now, here's a question. Where is the real aircraft?
Absolutely, sorry for that. Contact Brest Control 125.5.
Brest Control 125.5, over Charlie Alpha, merci, over.
Speedbird 20, what's your indicated airspeed?
It's 330 knots, Speedbird 20.
Let's have a quick look at flight radar, shall we? Maybe I can share it with you guys. Let's pull that up.
Good day, Air France 1415, passing flight level 120 for 180.
Air France 1415, hello, climb flash level 300.
Flight radar, and it's the BA 2640. Heathrow to Thessaloniki. Oh wow. Guys, you're not even going to believe this. They've had the similar sort of problem to us. And he's literally there. And let me compare that. I know he's just going to contact me. Let me compare that with Volanta. And where are we? Literally the exact same spot. That is spectacular. How awesome is that? We're literally neck and neck with the real flight that we're mirroring today. That is so good. LFRR East, please 1360. Ooh.
Paris Control, good afternoon, Air France 128, climbing through flight level 130.
Air France 1252, 300.
Climb level 300.
Well, that's weird. It's not letting me go above that. Tavanyaris, I think so. He's gone, yeah, British Av Geek's delayed as well, so we've got to hold at Alpha 3. Oh, imagine. That would be so good.
Can you say that again for me?
LFRR East. Breast control. Oh, yes.
Charlie Alpha Lima, if possible, we're at request out of cockpit for 5 minutes. Charlie Alpha Lima, approve 5 minutes maximum. We report that 5 minutes maximum with Alpha Lima landing.
Breast control, good afternoon. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, climbing through flight level 300 inbound Zamab.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, bonjour, Squawk 5651.
Bonjour, Squawk 5651, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, identify, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, 1 Papa Lima.
I mean, that's got to be the definition of POG. We are neck and neck with the real aeroplane.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, identified, climb flight level 390.
Climb flight level 390, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. 390, managed. Jolly good.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, direct POGSI, Papa Oscar Golf, Zulu India.
Direct POGSI, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Somebody tuned to breast radar. See if the real flight's getting a direct to POGSI too. That is awesome though. I'm buzzing with that. That means I've got to take a screenshot of that. And I've got to take a screenshot of that. Literally the same call sign too. And he's at he's slightly below us actually. He's at 27,000. Actually, he's only 2,000-3,000 feet below us as well. So my task. There's something weirdly exciting about knowing that a real plane in real life is in the exact same bit of space in the world that we're in the simulator, doing the exact same route as well at the same time. There's something quite cool about that. I'm sure you guys would agree with that. I thought we were going to be an hour behind, but no. We're neck and neck. Question is, will we land at the same time? We're on the same route as well. So, I'm doing a bit of magic on GIMP at the moment to try and I've got to snippet that. Same weather, yeah, we're live weather pates as well.
Line 3668 left.
Layer images.
Papa Charlie Alpha Lima back. Papa Charlie Alpha Lima, thank you. Contact West 125.5. Have a good flight. 125.5, Victor Charlie Alpha Lima, merci, au revoir.
Bonjour, London 55 km from flight level 280, climbing 350.
Paris 5 kilo uniform, bref contrôle, bonjour, identify.
First control, Keeper 1 Papa Lima, would like to share cat 3, due to weather.
Keeper 1 Papa Lima, sorry, say again?
We would like to direct
what do you guys reckon? Do you reckon we're going to land at the same time as one another? I think we might. But then my cost index is 50. But then I can't imagine BA does a cost index of 25. So I think that's in our favour too. I really do. I think we're onto something here.
Direct separation to the 1 Papa Lima.
Speedbird 75, contact Paris 128.1, bye.
128.1, Speedbird 75, thank you, bye-bye.
Right, export as real mirror flight. That is so cool. Bakazato, I hope so. That's going to be quite cool. Simana, hello to you. Welcome all the way over in hopefully sunny Miami. Very warm welcome to you.
Rest below, Westjet 248, climbing through level 25.
Westjet 248, bonjour, identified, contact Lambda level 320.
Continue climb 320, Westjet 248.
Line 3668, bref contrôle.
There you go, I've put my little bit of work inside Discord. Aerodynamic simulation, my flybywire doesn't appear, it's invisible. That sounds like a mod conflict of some sort. I would check through all of your community folder and make sure you've not got anything installed that might overlap it or cause any problems. Bakazato, this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity to pass at the same time and land at the same time. Yeah, you know what, I didn't expect it at all. But now that's the challenge. Simana, yeah, so it doesn't actually really have a VNAV at the moment. So that's something that's worth noting. It does require us to think a little bit ahead and plan for what we might need to do at the right times, including sort of descent. My favourite is the CRJ, the Aerosoft CRJ. What an amazing aeroplane that is. Aerosoft have done a great job. Where's my flight radar? How's the real Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf going? So he's about to go over Paris Bouvet-Til. I'm watching you. Ooh, Tavanaris, that's a good question, isn't it? What do you think is going to be the price of the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing pack? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be much more expensive than the Airbus options. Ah, you're at that's not good. So if he's near Paris Beauvais, that's there. Oh, we're slightly ahead of it. Ground speed indicated of 475 knots apparently for the real aircraft. What are we doing? Ooh, 467. That's good. That means we're going a bit slower. Max 78. We'll stick at that. You know what? We'll take that. Over the next 2 or 3 hours, that should even out a little bit because he's about 5 miles behind us.
125.5, wish to see 48, what about?
Ah, how strange. So I'm waiting to see. He's gone to Pogsy. Basically waiting to see at what stage he passes over Paris. So if I can record the time we pass over Paris, and we check them as well, that should give us a good indication. Tavernari, yeah, I think the Boeing system, the Boeing kit, is going to be a lot more flexible than the Airbus pack that Thrustmaster have created. I'm really looking forward to it. I've emailed Thrustmaster. I'm waiting to sort of get back and hear back from them at the moment, just to sort of work out what the answers to a few questions, really. Price points and things like that, for example, as well. Yeah, cruise is a little different. I think he's leveled off at flight level 350, wasn't he? I think. Jock, no, well, I've tried DCS once. I really wanted to sort of get into it and enjoy it, but I found it very difficult. It was the 2 free aeroplanes that you get at the start of the when you download DCS, and I tried to do a training flight with it, and the lady that sort of talks you through the scenario just spoke Russian, and I didn't have a clue what she was saying, so I gave up. Phoenix A320, Jock, let's hope that does come out fairly soon. I wouldn't be surprised. I think we could probably say that we might see it around Christmas. I think that's quite a reasonable time frame. Especially because they're making very good progress on it, and they're moving on to soundscapes at the moment, which will take quite a bit of tweaking and fine-tuning. But I'm hoping, from my previous conversation with them in the past, that I'll get the opportunity to be part of their late stage beta team, where I'll be able to then discuss it with you guys and show you guys in live streams as well. So that's something I'm really looking forward to if it all works out as planned. Tavernaris, so yeah, so the CRJ 1000 and the CRJ 900, I've been really looking forward to those. A bit disappointing that it was delayed, but it's it's certainly not Aerosoft's fault, of course. They want to release it as it should be, you know, working really nicely.
Standard 22 ALIKO, contact Brest 125.5. Have a good flight.
I think we were going to be expecting it over the next few weeks, I think, at the moment. Hopefully by the end of October. I think that's probably reasonable for them. In lieu of any serious updates breaking anything, of course. I think that's the problem, Jock. You have to pay a lot for the DCS flight models, or the aircraft, and most of them are based on classified aircraft anyway, so you're paying for aircraft that aren't actually like the real thing anyway. Whereas in Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane and everything else, when you purchase an aircraft, especially the higher quality payware, you expect it to be as close to realism as possible. Bakazato, I'd completely agree with you there actually. Really looking forward to the Digital Flight A350 as well. And is it Synaptic that are working on a 777? I think they've promised a really big update over the next few days, I believe it might even be. Might have to have a little look at that actually and let you guys know. I think they're working on a 777 and they've got animations done as well. They teased an image anyway with spoilers deflected at touchdown. Let's have a look. Was it Pinpoint or was it Synaptic? I forget who's who, to be honest. Yeah, it was Synaptic Studios. Synaptic Simulation. A development update is in the works by them, it says, and to be released sometime in October. For the A220. There we are.
Canada 75 on a flight level 290. Air Canada 751, bonjour, identified, climb flight level 340. Climb flight level 340, Air Canada 75.
Is anybody developing an A350 at the moment? It's Digital Flight Dynamics, I think they're called. They're developing at the moment. But it's a freeware one. Also Sim for Flight as well are developing a payware one too. Yeah, aerodynamic. You know what? I get them all confused. Pinpoint are creating a 777. I don't know what progress they've been making. Synaptic Simulations are creating an Airbus A320. And it sounds like they've got quite a good development update for us in about 2 weeks or so time. So that's going to be quite interesting to keep our eyes and ears open for. Well, yeah, there is... not all of them, of course. I'm not saying all of the aircraft in DCS are not like the real thing, but a lot of the ones that are very sensitive, they're classified. They won't ever get the information on how to generate those. Typhoons, that sort of stuff, for example. F-35s, so the in-service fighter jet. Oh, I'm really looking forward to the Fenix A320, Jock. Yes, Welsh Simulations as well, working on an A340. I don't know how much progress they've been making either, to be fair. 77 liner, hello to you, g'day. Roland Shaw. Question regarding call signs. I get that large airlines have set call signs, but what about BVX having Osprey call sign on VATSIM? How does that work? So, when you file your flight plan, you've got the little bit that says remarks at the bottom. We just type in there / call sign Osprey, and then they can see that when we log in as BVX 123 or whatever our Osprey call signs are for our channel community, then they will be able to also read that our call sign is supposed to be Osprey.
125.5 Air Canada 751.
So Phil's saying that on DCS they struggle to do newer aircraft and helis. The full information isn't available and still classified exactly, especially Russian aircraft. I'd imagine that's they'd never get those details, I guess. ED will not do those though.
6 kilo Golf, contact Paris 128.1.
Contact Paris 128.1 for Speedbird 26 kilo Golf. Au revoir. 1281, 1281, click.
Lower will be given by the port,
Hurry!
and you are clear to deduct snag whiskey York.
We are sorry, 355, we can only hear you this bit, 332. Could you send us a message on that, please?
Lando P1, nice.
Okay, we've got 5X9 whiskey, so 355.
Jock, absolutely.
Air France 498, contact Brest.
We've got a great community behind this channel. Most definitely.
Could you just say that frequency again for Air France 498? 136.005. 136.005.
Paris Control, bonjour, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, flight level 390, inbound Fuzka.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, good afternoon, identified.
Check our fuel prediction. Oh, well, that's not good. Pushing that.
Air France at time 8, what are your frequency?
Roland, yeah, so you need a 3-letter code. You'll have to look through all, basically a massive international database, try and find one that's not in use with a real airline that's active at the moment. Hence why we selected BVX for Osprey for the channel call sign. So similar to BA, BA is BAW, and their call sign for today, for example, us, we are BAW 26KG. If I was in an Osprey call sign representing the channel airlines, Osprey Airlines, then it would be BVX 26KG. But we would say Osprey 26 Kilo Golf. That's Thera, thanks. You're a great streamer, so the community will also be great. I couldn't ask for a better community, that's for sure. League of Legends. What is that? I feel like I recognise that from somewhere. Alex, I'll try not to, but it's quite ominous, isn't it? So I'm going to be keeping a good close eye on that, I think, as we make our way. Where's our prog? Optimal, flight level 385. That's interesting. Aerodynamic. So you don't want any versions, you just want the experimental branch or the development branch. They're the best ones that you can get at the moment. Yo, how long has it been since you last played DCS then? And what do you prefer to fly on that sim? Ah, 707 liner, good stuff. It's always nice to hear. Confidence boosting. Where's the real aircraft? We are over Romilly-sur-Seine at the moment. And the real aircraft...
EG95 Kilo Delta. Am I still in your airspace? If not,
oh, it's just north of us actually. Just north of Romilly-sur-Seine. That's interesting. So if I look at Navigraph then, so I can actually see all of the airways and things. That looks like he's on the Bravo 3 or Golf 40 airway. So he's at Vatry at the moment, a waypoint called Vatry. So we are separated by just a few miles with the real aircraft. Same bit of space in the sky. It's quite fantastic.
It's Vision 2 Delta Whiskey.
In the content manager it says 0.6.1. Have you installed it from the marketplace or something then, Aerodynamics? If so, that's not supported anymore. Desktop, MSFS, oh, it's an open mic. Packages, community. See, I've got package version 0.1.66. I've got a couple of references there actually.
Air France 45 Mike, bonsoir, montez niveau 2, 9-0.
On monte niveau 2, 9-0, Air France 45 Mike.
Oh, yeah, nice. See, the old aircraft, I'd love to have a Jaguar. I don't know if they do that in DCS. Fruden, thank you very much. Very warm welcome to you. Thanks for hitting that like button as well, of course. And good morning to you as well over in the States.
Speedbird 369.
In fact, literally, so we're looking out this side of the aircraft at the moment. The real aeroplane in real life is going to be, if we were watching out the window at the minute, we'd probably see an aeroplane over there, and that would be the real aircraft. So if we had MSFS live traffic on at the moment, we would probably see it on a converging course. No Jaguar yet. That's such a great aeroplane though. Dirty Cold War era fighter jet.
Wait, stand by.
Yeah, actually we have a request to get offset of left...
I say Cold War, but it was also in Iraq and everything else.
American 4-5. Okay, no further ATC, you can switch to Unicom.
That's it, in the Gulf, nice.
But just be careful, there is an aircraft on flight level 340 parallel to you that you will soon join on your air boat.
Yeah, we got him on TCAS, thanks for your heads up, and we go to Unicorn 12.8, American 45 Heavy, thanks.
Saudi 041.
Saudi 041, go ahead.
Saudi 041, monitor Unicom 12.8, but be careful, in about 40 miles, there is an American airline aircraft which will join back at the same flight level.
Paris is very busy today, isn't it?
Speedbird 369.
Saudi 041, Unicom 122 and 15 miles.
Air France 98 Alpha, London is offline, return Unicom 122, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom 98 Alpha, thank you very much for your service, bye-bye.
Paris Radar, good day, this is Air France 5 Victor Mike, flight level 280, climbing 330.
Air France 5 Victor Mike, good afternoon, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, Victor Mike.
EG257, correction, Paris Control EG257, coming flight level 180.
EG257, very good afternoon, climb flight level 240.
Level 240, thank you, EG257.
Kai, we're replicating Speedbird, well, with the BA flight, so BA's flight BA2640. So the real flight number is BA2640, but their call sign is 26 Kilo Golf. Yeah, an Apache in DCS. It'll be interesting to see how accurate they can render that, because I'm pretty sure most of the Apache is classified. So are they just going to be sort of like speaking to Apache pilots and guessing what's in it, or? Roland, awesome. So Saint Desire is above us by about maybe 20 miles. Alec, oh, yeah, he's reconnected then. Saint Desire, due south. Oh, sessions timed out on flight radar. Saint-Desert. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf has literally just gone past Saint-Desert.
Good afternoon. Squawk 3, please squawk 642.
459. It's literally on the wingtip. So it's literally there. So if I go to 468, see what happens if I go to Mach decimal 79er, because they're obviously delayed an hour, so they're going to be absolutely busting to try and get back time. So if we can now match the real aircraft's ground speed, which is 459. Oh, 459. So actually we'll just stay as we are then. Well, yeah, the interesting thing will be how they find out about the details of the aircraft, because they've got, if the aircraft's classified, then the pilots and engineers that are telling DCS about the systems on board the helicopters are, in the UK for example, that would be against the Official Secrets Act, which is a very serious offence. So it'd be interesting to see how they get around it all. I would love to fly DCS in a really detailed, older sort of aircraft, like a Jaguar, like I was saying before. I'd love to give that a go. Maybe like a really good, solid, well-made helicopter as well. That'd be quite interesting, without spending a fortune though. F, game over. Am I a real pilot? I don't fly in real life except for small aeroplanes, so I'm back learning again how to fly. A PA-28, Piper PA-28, beautiful little training aircraft. Oh, I kind of wish that we, just for today, set MSFS live traffic on as well, because we would literally see them there. F-14 would be cool as well, yes.
Aircraft 727, very good afternoon, climb flight level 290.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. So that's dodgy in itself, isn't it? Christopher, hello to you, welcome. We're using the latest experimental branch version.
Paris Control, bonjour Air France 22 Alpha X-ray, on descente au niveau de vol 300, en approche de Nimer.
Air France 22 Alpha X-ray, bien bonjour. Arrivée Kepler 9 Whisky, descendez niveau 150.
Arrivée Kepler 9 Whisky, on descend au niveau de vol 150, Air France 22 Alpha X-ray.
Aerodynamic simulations. How did you install the fly-by-wire mod in the first place? Have you ever installed it via the content manager or the marketplace in the sim? Yeah, that's quite ironic, isn't it? The US Air Force working with Eagle Dynamics, which is a Russian-based company, on their sims. So no doubt they're giving them a load of information, but then Eagle Dynamics, I'm sure, will be giving some of that information off to the Russian government. Because why wouldn't they? Most... Damn.
Air France 70, Paris Control, bonjour, montée 590,8.
Air France 70, bonsoir, bonjour, montée niveau 310.
And contact Ream Control 1283 for Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Thanks for the ATC, bye.
Agent 239. Il n'y aura pas, sorry. Stop your climb, flash level 310.
Stop at 310, Europa 239.
1283. Okay, so all you need to do, aerodynamics, I mean, if you want to, you can just go into your community folder and find flybywire A320neo, the folder for it, just hit delete, done. Or you can just click experimental in the installer and click update, and it will delete the old one for you and update the new one.
About 10 minutes, so
I think we're going to converge with the real aircraft at TRA, and then we're going to be on the exact same route at the same place at the same time, if I've timed this right. Ream control, bonjour, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf at flight level 390 inbound INSOG.
026 Kilo Golf, Hans, good afternoon, identified.
God, there's some proper funky music on this Spotify Stream Beats playlist today. Let's get that skipped as well. So we are Epinal. Where are we on Navigraph actually? That's more up to date. So we are due south exactly of Epinal by about 5-6 miles. Where is the real aircraft? It doesn't tell me where Epinal is on that one. Oh, there's Epinal. So if I show you guys Volanta, there's our position at the moment. We do a click on Volanta, there we go. So you can see us, we're there. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, and we're just shy of Epinal at the moment. And if we then go to the window viewer, there's the real aircraft. So we're just shy and below of Epinal. The real aircraft is just shy and north of Epinal. It's so good. And if we go back onto Volanta, you can see that at BEGAR, our routes are going to converge, or at TRA at the very least, our routes are going to converge then onto the directs as we're chasing ALIK and everybody else. We were quite far ahead actually, wow. So we're going to probably be ever so slightly ahead of that aircraft, I would think. So if need be, we could, if we could slow down ever so slightly. You guys know I tend to slow down slightly on the descent earlier than I need to, so that's going to be interesting. Roland, interesting. And that's the, we don't have TCAS or weather radar, so we're gonna have to try our best with that. Hamadan, good morning, welcome. You've joined us at a very exciting moment. We've literally gone past Epinal now. In fact, we're almost at INSOG. So INSOG's there. Volanta's actually slightly delayed, so we're just about to pass INSOG. Epinal, he's about there. Yes, he's about maybe 50 nautical miles to the north of us, and it looks like his routing is going to take him to TRA as well. The in-sim weather actually at EP or EGLL or Heathrow was actually pretty good, Sasha. So if we were to look out the window, he is literally, he's probably just sort of here 40-50 miles north of us, somewhere in the similar sort of position to the Sharklet there, which is quite cool. TRA as a VOR waypoint, that is going to be a really good identifier for where our position is in relation to the real aircraft. I think we're going to converge on it maybe a minute before the real one. But at that point onwards, our routes should pretty much be completely like for like.
Bonjour. Alpha Bravo Golf 155, range contrôle, bonjour, identifié, procédez direct aux bornes. Alpha Bravo Golf Unité 55, j'ai un petit souci au niveau du cap de mon avion, le pilote automatique ne fonctionne pas pour le cap, donc je vais essayer de faire un... On m'avait proposé un direct, l'UPEN directement. Alors Alpha Bravo Golf 155, direct l'UPEN. Merci. Frame control, Thessaloniki 7 Alpha Mike, request. Thessaloniki 7 Alpha Mike, patch message. Can we request the expected arrival in Paris? Thessaloniki 7 Alpha Mike, it will probably be Kilo and Niner Whiskey. Kilo Niner Whiskey, thank you. Thessaloniki 7 Alpha Mike.
Shamrock 56, Bravo Uniform Mike.
Shamrock 56 Bravo Uniform, you're identified, proceed direct to Kessex.
Direct to Kessex. 56 Bravo. Radar okay, oil wing 6 Victor Uniform, flight 1760 with you.
Your wing 6 Victor Uniform, good afternoon, score 1000.
Walking at all, your wing 6 Victor Uniform.
So it's right, BA 2640, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Okay, direct Cyril, Thessaloniki 7 Alpha Mike, thank you.
What's the next waypoint, my phones? Good question. BEGAR, I think. Yes, BEGAR. So we're almost at TRA. I was just quickly whacking something onto Instagram and our Facebook page as well, just showing our positionings. I'm going to try and update that throughout the flight as well, just as a bit of a progress update as well.
Mido 51 when ready, descent line level 300.
When ready, descent at level 300, Meadow perform.
Meadow? Why do I remember?
6 Kilo Golf, freeway space, confirmed ATC, monitoring Unicom 122.8, have a flight.
Monitor Unicom 122.8 for Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, thanks for the ATC.
Alpha Bravo Golf unité 5-5, je serai joignable pendant quelques minutes. Si les informations, est-ce que vous pourrez les écrire s'il vous plaît?
Alpha Bravo Golf 155 à trouver pour combien de temps?
Une dizaine de minutes.
Ouais, Alpha Bravo Golf 155, c'est à trouver?
Still not working, aerodynamic simulations. Have you checked the liveries? It may well be that it's invisible because the liveries are incorrect. Wow, we're at 39,000 feet and that cloud is going to be touching us. This is where I kind of wish that we had weather radar, which is in op, because we'll be able to actually see what we're going to be going into. Roland, did you mention anything about turbulence or anything like that? Where's that real aeroplane, by the way? How do you know if he's at TRA? Todd now. Oh my god. Surely not. I think we are literally on top of each other. Like bang on neck and neck with one another. Freiburg is there. Freiburg, oh my god, we're literally at the exact same airspace. Completely neck and neck. Right, let me show you, let me see if I can overlay. Actually, hold on. Where's the real bird? Freisberg. Freisberg. Right, let's see if I can do this bit of magic, shall we? So we want window capture, like so. I'm going to stick that there because then I want to show you Navigraph, which is updating our position exactly. Let's pump that there actually. There you go. There's our positions. Completely identical with each other. And TRA is Trassadingen.
Middle 51.
Middle 51, descent flight level 300.
Descent flight level 300 at Middle 51.
Middle 51, contact Paris 128.1, bye bye.
Not quite sure where Trassadingen is. That's Zurich East. So just before Zurich. So Wallstatt-Tiengen. It's got to be around here somewhere. Tegerfelgen.
Dolomiti 7 Alpha Mike, contact Paris, frequency 128.1, bye bye.
Trassadingen.
128.1, Dolomiti 7 Alpha Mike, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Schaffhausen. Let's see.
Blue Star 462, leave my space, no further ATC available, body certificate from 12.8, bye bye.
Under 28, Blue Star 462, bye bye, thank you.
Interesting. Is he on the same routing? I feel like he is now on the same path. Roland, nice one. Upgraded to gold. Very warm welcome to you. Thanks for bumping up to the top tier. Don't forget as well, Roland, you should now actually be able to access the gold frequent flyer liveries as well. There's Zurich. So actually, he's down here. Where is he going then? Because we've turned at TRA. Schengen. He's going over Zurich. So he's there. Oh, so he's still literally on the wing at the moment. So what airway is he on? I feel like he's just gone relax down to Zurich. Perhaps. Unless I've got it mixed up. There's Zurich.
Hand control radar Speedbird 363, flight level 380, inbound up north. Speedbird 363, good afternoon, identified, maintain flight level 380. Maintain flight level 380, Speedbird.
Oh no! There's Zurich, that's Zurich Airport. Yeah, we're literally neck and neck. Right, let me show you this. This is a bit clearer now, because I've got it zoomed in at the right place. There's Zurich Airport, and on Navigraph, there's Zurich Airport. The little pink, purpley Dewberry. There you go, look at that. That is awesome. The little things excite me. And we're in the cloud beautifully. TRA. So airport. Nav. Wonder if we can use this to work out how far away we are. Once it loads in the airports at least. Little bit of extra excitement there. We are really on top of each other, aren't we? The real aircraft and us replicating the real flight as well. It was uncanny that they departed at exactly the same time. He's obviously been on an ever so slightly different routing to what we've been given today. Can you make a flight radar 24 for VATSIM? Joe, I don't think you need permission from VATSIM, but there's already one in place. It's called simaware.ca, but also there's one called VATSPY, which is like the officially recognised one, if you like. Our ground speed's 440. What's their ground speed? Hello again. Aviation Simulation, you join us, it's very exciting. His ground speed's 437. Oh, we are literally 3 knots faster. Any tips, Drinny, on starting flights on VATSIM? Yeah, I've got a video on the channel, my top 10 tips for getting started on VATSIM and getting started confidently on VATSIM at that as well. So do check that out. Hopefully you find it really useful. Tara, landing time should be at the top of your screen. An estimated time of arrival in Zulu. MSFS Cardiff, hello to you, welcome. He's on a course of 124. No way. We're 132, but with a crosswind of 35 knots. So actually, we're track of 126 at the moment. So actually, we're not far off either. aviation simulation, who are we racing? It turns out that we departed at the exact same time as the real BA 2640 to Thessaloniki from Heathrow. And we are literally neck and neck. We are in the exact same space of the world, the exact same place at the same time as the real aircraft is in the real world, for us in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is quite spectacular. I thought I'd never find that exciting, but it turns out it really is. He's a little bit lower. He's at flight level 350. We're at flight level 390. But and he's initially he went north of Paris. We were slightly south of Paris, but that has actually meant that we are pretty much bang on. MSFS Cardiff, welcome aboard, thanks for subscribing. Let's go back to Unicom proper, shall we? Destination fuel on board below minimum, look at that, 0.8. I know we were talking about that being buggy earlier, but we're going to have to keep an eye on that, I think. Bad Regaz, little airfield. In fact, the real aeroplane is there, passing Liechtenstein at the moment, or the centre of Liechtenstein. Saint Guyenne, actually. Okay, yeah, we are literally neck and neck with each other. The exact same place in the world at the same time. Samadan. Oh yeah, this is spectacular. So, how do I... Let's get a screenshot of that. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Screen grab. I'm going to grab Navigraph, expand that to max screen size. There we go. We're at the exact same place. I can't quite believe it. The real flight's going to be overtaken by an LL787. You're certainly right there, actually. Yep. Little known fact about first class in our channel's Osprey Airways. First class is so big you can go for a run and get back to the stream to continue watching in your seat. Yes. You can't do that on a real plane. Roland, I've quickly switched you to gold membership on Discord as well, so you now got the gold frequent flyer role, and you should be able to see the Concorde Lounge within the server too now. Very exciting. Don't forget as well, on Tuesday, so tomorrow I'm flying in real life. On Tuesday we're going to be live flying from Auckland to Queenstown. We're going to be flying into the new Innie Builds Queenstown scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator, again in the A320neo. And that is going to be a members only live chat. The stream will still be public for everybody to watch, but the chat itself will be locked down to members only. as one of our little members streams that we like to do. I've not done one in a little while, so I apologise to our bronze, silver, gold frequent flyers for not doing one for quite a few weeks. .707 you can fly on VATSIM with real world traffic added, yes, but it can get very confusing because you don't know who's VATSIM and who's real. And it's advised against that anyway. They advise to turn everything off effectively. High en route world map. Oh, that's what we want. We want the world map on Navigraph. Oh, we're going proper snazzy retro disco. Oh, he's literally 2,000 feet above, getting overtaken by LL. That'd be quite cool for the passengers to watch. Richard, hello, good afternoon, hope you're okay. We've spent the last little while being extremely excited. Navisim, great stream, hello, thank you, glad you're enjoying it. What's the difference between the A320neo and the A32NX? Do you mean the default Asobo A320neo inside the sim? Or the real Airbus A320neo aircraft? Aviation simulation, yeah, he might be. Yeah, he might be. Roland, I'm going to be in the Air New Zealand A320neo livery on Tuesday for the flight. Did a bit of magic on GIMP again. Got to keep the progress up to date. Merge down, image, fit canvas to layers. Bish bash bosh, export as. BA 2640 progress match 2. The sim, so the Airbus A320neo that's inside the sim as default pretty much doesn't do anything, to be totally honest with you. It's pretty basic and quite rubbish. Flybywire A32NX, however, is very, very different actually. It's really very good. Fit canvas, nopes. flybywire A32NX adds a lot of additional realism and true-to-life features for the A320neo, including fuel burn and everything else. So that, yeah, if you haven't yet made the transition to the flybywire A32NX, then you absolutely want to. Need to go outside and get some pictures of the flight as it is at the moment. Of course, we're in the British Airways Better World livery, the special livery that they've created, to those of you who missed it. Looking like runway 16 at Thessaloniki again. Winds have changed, 208 knots, wow. Terminology is not too far different, to be fair, but you have got things like inside the MCDU, the barrow, so the MDA where the decision heights are. I think it used to say MDA or something, now it says barrow and rad. Right next to you. Nice. MPS Gaming sees Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf in North Italy. That we are as well, I think. Let's have a look. Let's go. Navigrash. And we're in North Italy as well. We're due south of Bolzano at the moment. There you go. What do you reckon? Do you think we're neck and neck? Certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Oh, GD, that's not good. Basil's back online, awesome. Oh, Hayden, is there one for the A32NX? Oh wow, look at that. That is some drunk drone cam. That's better. I mean, I would get some great screenshots, but we are just in cloud. What a great bit of livery work here. Very close indeed. We'll keep monitoring it, and I'll see if I can make little adjustments as we go as well. If we start to creep a little bit ahead, for example, then we'll smash on the power. And if we're a bit far ahead, we'll start to slow down a tad as well. Doctor on board, yeah. Alec was just mentioning that a couple of minutes ago, actually, in the live chat. So all that means for us is expecting runway 16 with the ILS. We're going to want the ALIKO 2 Foxtrot arrival now, instead. and I can show you guys the difference with that on Navigraph. It looks like that. Let's get rid of that as well. There you go, you can see a bit better. So pretty much just straight in, drop in a descent and round. That is it. I'm tempted to see what other arrivals they've got. Yeah, so that is the only one. So the real aircraft, the real flight, will be doing the exact same as well. ALIKO 1 Lima, there's another option. Let's have a look at the difference between the two, shall we? ALIKO 2 Foxtrot, based on the Thessaloniki VOR, and ALIKO 1 Lima, based on the MKR VOR. Ah, interesting. So actually, Mikra is the VOR at the airport, so I might use that one. ALIKO 1 Lima certainly seems to fit the best. What have we got? 6,000, 3,500, and altitudes are the exact same. There's some constraints. There's no constraints on that one except for the final turn, but that's actually the ANAS 2 Lima arrival with a bit of a hold procedure done. So there's less constraints speed-wise for the ALIKO arrival there, which is quite interesting. Then ILS 16 is going to look like that basically, so just a straight in ILS approach, 3,500 at 14.3 DME. You're dropping down to about 2,500 feet at 8 DME to intercept the localizer, or the glide path I should say. But we'll have a good look at the all of the charts as we get a bit closer there. Just about to pass the real plane. It's very exciting. So she's just north of Venice at the moment. As are we. Oh, we are literally neck and neck. So if I go BA 26 Kilo Golf, maybe I can do the filter thing that they do. God, that's so cool. I'm glad you. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying tracking the real flight alongside us as well. I am. He's on a track of 123 and a ground speed of 442 knots. So window capture time. There's him. Well, there's that flight, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, and we are there. Look at that. We are absolutely bang for buck, neck and neck. Love it. So good. 441 123. 452. And our track is 120, so obviously we're getting a slightly different wind. There's only a few degrees in the track and stuff as well, so we are literally the exact same place, going the same direction, which is very cool. That is really close, 707 liner, isn't it? This is the most accurate, and you know, they say it's as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets. In the sim, flight-wise, that I've ever done, because we're literally neck and neck with a real aircraft going the same way, and that's also an A320, albeit a CEO, not a Neo. Hey, imagine if this was Fenix Sim and we were buzzing along in the CEO variant, halfway 4250. Good grief, that is going to be tight on the fuel, guys. We've burnt half of our fuel. And we're halfway. Actually. It's this weather that's doing it for us. Pete, at last, the fix to get the flight plan in was just to use init request from Cold Start using ATC. Oh, that's interesting, Pete. I did the old one, to be fair. I did it the old way earlier today, inside the ATSU AOC thing. Interesting. Nice one, Alec, thanks. Doctor on board, yeah, it's turned out to be quite a good route. That first bit on departure from Heathrow, I think we were slightly offset further to the south. We passed south of Paris, whereas the real flight was one airway up, passing just north of Paris, so there's a couple of little differences there, but actually the controller that gave us the direct to Pixax, that's pushed us wonderfully into line with the real flight. There is somebody sat at 35,000 feet heading to Thessaloniki for their holiday in a BA A320 with that exact view right now at this same place, which is quite incredible. They'll be looking out the window just the same as we are now in the view in this sim, seeing the exact same thing. Roland, make sure you've pulled your flight plan. So you go into vPilot, flight plan, and click fetch flight plan from server, and it will then assign it to your aircraft. Maurice, welcome on board. Lazaros, hello, welcome. Thessaloniki's your town. Wow. I'll be in your town on Friday. Really looking forward to it. I've not been to Greece actually since I was a kid. And I've never been to Thessaloniki. Pete, exactly. How bizarre, isn't it? We had to do a flight reset. Oh, you're on about the other thing. Your bug with the flybywire. You did a full flight sim community folder reset, And only latest flybywire installed. Well, when you say latest flybywire, what do you mean? Do you mean which branch, more specifically, I should say? Because there's 3 branches, don't forget. You've got the stable, the development version, and the experimental branch. Real flight's just left the Italian coast. I wish we could see down below. Maybe we can see a pocket on the other side. Let's see. It's snap to dush this side. No. Well, that's a little annoying. I mean, imagine being in a plane and that's your view. Ah, latest experimental branch. Interesting. We've just left Italian airspace. Italian coast. We are at PEVAL. In fact, we are in the exact same place. We're slightly ahead, I think. Let's see. Venice. Yeah, we're slightly ahead, aren't we? Pete, that's interesting. Well, if it worked last week, it might have been. I mean, there's been about 30 or 40 PRs that have been merged since. Ah, interesting, Lazaros. Thessaloniki airport data more than 10 years old. Strongly suggest use a mod. So there's 2 mods on flightsim.to actually that we're using one of them today, created by Alex AB, I think the creator's username on there. And I think it's got all of them. It's got a modelled terminal and things as well. So MPS Gaming, Speedbird 75 and 2642 is north of Split. Wow. Zoom in. I'm rather enjoying being exactly neck and neck with the real aircraft, I've got to say. It's quite magnificent. GD, yeah. We were intending to just replicate the flight, but we thought we were going to be. I thought we were going to be departing an hour after, to be honest. I didn't realise that even with the technical issues, we would also be departing at exactly the same time. Yeah, I'm having great amounts of fun potting in the Navigraph offset overlay stuff to show how neck and neck we are. If you're in Discord, check the pictures area. Merge down. Basically, I'm updating it as we fly along, as best as I can anyway, before we get too busy in the flight. 1424Z. Interesting. So yeah, 30-second delay. I would say we are exactly on top of each other then, because we passed the coast about 2 minutes ago as well, or reached the coast. So I mean, that's looking pretty bang on, isn't it? Let me load this image up that I've created, and I'll show you guys. Match 3. Look at that. That's so good. Neck and neck. Basil, yeah, what do you want to know for the approach? Poseidon, interesting. Second time you've tried with this livery and crashed the desktop in both instances. Which one? Is it the one that has actually got the one by, is it Super Nerd? It's in the description of today's stream, this specific livery. There's 3 available on flightsim.to. This is the latest one. I think the guy's username was Super Nerd or something like that. Is Larad a holding point? Can't find it in FMC. Let's have a little look, shall we, on the charts. Been so engrossed in flying the route and following along the real aircraft. What have we got? LGTS, open charts. Roland, yeah, he's awesome, isn't it? Navigraph. So we're going to expect runway 16 for arrival. By the way, guys, when I do this on Friday, I'm going to record the landing as well, probably the takeoff too. I'm going to try and stitch them together into a real versus sim video if I have got the technical ability, which is questionable at the best of times anyway, as you've seen today. What have we got here? So, ALIKO, tune in for the ALIKO 1 Lima arrival. Basil. ALIKO 1 Lima, runway 16, just jotting a few bits down for my reference points itself, and that's actually based upon the MKR VOR, although Larad is actually going to be more of an initial approach fix. So ALIKO 2 Foxtrot, you know what, we'll go with the ALIKO 2 Foxtrot. ALIKO 2 Foxtrot. So the approach is going to take us in from ALIKO, and then we're going to be tracking the Thessaloniki VOR of 112.1. TSL is the 3-letter identifier for that, and the Morse there is dash dot 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 dash 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 dot 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 dash dot dot. If we hear that, I think we might do, so we'll listen out for that too. But we're going to intercept that inbound on a track of 124 degrees, and at 21 DME from that TSL VOR we're going to break off into a max 230 knot in a 25 degree bank to intercept this arc, this 19 DME arc from Thessaloniki. So we're going to fly a little bit of a 19 DME arc, And then when we're at a radial of 336, which is this little grey arrow here, we're then going to start a turn max 230 knots again in a max 25 degree bank to then intercept on a radial of 342 to the TSL VOR. So ignore the airfield. It's a radial of 342 to TSL, which is a VOR station away from the airport, similar to Skiathos, guys, remember? For those of you who watch my VOR approach tutorial, Skiathos has got a VOR station that's not at the airport. It's similar with this particular arrival. And then its initial approach fix of Ladad. So, how do we tune all that in? I'll have a little look at that in a second. From Ladad, we know that we're going to have the ILS runway 16. And that's going to be back here somewhere. We're then going to come in 14.3 and then intercept that ILS. And down we go. 14.3, 14, 10. Yeah, that's 14 DME Ladad, so cool. No worries. Flight Sim 123, what do you mean in your arrival airport? Why are no terminals appearing? What's specifics not appearing? Is it the actual airport when you're turning up, or is it inside the world map? Right, so we can go ahead and put this in now, to be fair. Let's have a little look. LGTS arrival, ILS runway 16, ALIKO to Foxtrot. And it says no vires, but then we've got D343 Juliet. I'm trying to find out what that means. It's not on that chart. So, let's go to plan mode. Let's actually have a closer look at this. 40, we'll do 20. And we can go flight plan. (305) 304U. Interesting. So we can leave that plan mode on. Let's have a fiddle, shall we? ILS 16, ALIKO to Foxtrot. You know what? Actually, let's try and go back. Let's click that first. See what happens. Transition. It says none. Okay, so it's going to be the ALIKO. Approach vires, Delta 343 Juliet. Still not sure what that relates to, but let's just hit insert and see what happens. Okay. Oh, that's as good as we're going to get. It may well be that that is not in the scenery that we've downloaded. So that's fine. Lovely stuff. We know what we can expect anyway. Should we check our progress with the real flight, who we've been mirroring most of the way? Oh, Alec, nice. Going to be doing a VOR approach. Where's my Navigraph charts? So let's come out of all the charts and the plates. We are north of Zadar. Refresh that because it keeps logging me out of flight radar because I don't pay for it. There you go, north of Zada, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Look at that, how fantastic. It's at 37,000 feet now. So it's 2,000 feet below us. This obviously must have been in quite a bit of cloud. Like we've... he's obviously been in all of that. So they've requested to climb up to 37,000 feet. And 2,000 below us is probably the base of the cloud, or the top of the cloud I should say, so quite interesting. Doctor on board, roger. Let's put that in. Leak 2 Foxtrot, no fire. Then we can go on plan mode, have a little look-see, make sure it's not broken anything or caused a discontinuity. There we go, literally zero difference between the two options, interestingly enough. But we can see there we've got no discontinuities, that's all we worry about at the moment. And we can clear the Heathrow VORs and NDBs that we had tuned. We want to look at the charts for the VOR frequencies. We know that the Thessaloniki VOR is 112.1. Let's get that tuned in. We can put that in there like so, and then to be specific that we only want to track Thessaloniki, we can tell the aeroplane TSL please, and it's basically going to only track that. ILS runway 16, we've got the Micra VOR of 1108. Let's put that into VOR 2, 110.8, and then MKR. Like so. We could set a course to the Micra VOR of 162. Just as a backup in case the ILS doesn't work. We've then got a VOR set with the VOR final approach course. We can review that against the VOR DME runway charts as well, and it's showing 163 for final approach course for that actually. We'll do that. And then ILS runway 16, 110.3. And that should show later on as ITSL when it picks it up. Whether it does or not, we'll find out in a little while. I've spent the morning updating all of our channel merchandise as well, so we've got newer versions of mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, all that sort of stuff, all available on our official merchandise store, so do check that out. $3,420 on the fuel. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. It should be enough. It certainly suggested that it was going to be enough. Lazarus, welcome on board. If you're in our Discord server, Lazarus, do make sure you ping one of us. And we'll get you added into the club lounge. Martin, hello. What did you miss and where are we? We are currently, let me just have a look here, just tickling the borders of Bosnia and Herzegovina and north of Split at the moment. The real aircraft, I'll show you Navigraph actually so you can get our position relative to where we are. That's Navigraph, that's our positioning. And the real aeroplane is at the exact same bit. There's the border of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and there's Split. How magical. Let's see. That should do us. Perhaps need a bit more speed on the camera. .6% is always a good one. Pete, awesome, yeah, that sounds fantastic. Roland, I'm glad you're loving it. Is it your first proper VATSIM flight? If so, I'm glad you've taken the plunge. Tavagnaris, I hope so. Although today I've noticed it's not really been playing ball properly. Model matching's been quite odd. Look at that ominous look with the contrails there as well. Got to try and get some good screenshots, eh? That's a bit better. We can actually see the livery. As I'm not sure actually. Yeah, interesting. Can you load anywhere else? If not, it sounds like you've got some significant problems with either a livery. Ah, Streamlabs. How do you keep turning yourself back on? There you go, Roland. Ignore Streamlabs. Their bot is rather useless. Oh, there we go. Broke through the cloud, got a bit of sun. Beautiful. That's such a good livery. Oh, see, now we can actually get a view. Oh no, Roland, you're absolutely fine. Let's see. That's probably a good one. Cytherea, it does, yes. I think it's just the word, but most of us know that it's a figure of speech. This is going to be my go-to livery for a little while, I think. Maybe if I go to this, we can punch outside. We could probably get a really good picture like this, provided we don't have an oversensitive camera view where it snaps. Yes, it does snap. Brilliant. So in that case, we go to this side. This is how you set custom views if you haven't done so already. Bit of fiddling. .35 velox frames per second locked pretty much consistently actually for myself in the sim. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost at that nice little photograph spot. There we go. Look at that. I mean, it's such a detailed livery. I can't believe somebody's went to the effort of creating that. Quick sit rep on the real plane. They're coming up on Mostar International. Ever so slightly northeast of that, so where are we? Oh, we are still absolutely smack bang in the exact same place in the world. Just 2,000 feet difference. So if this was real traffic now, as a bit of an idea, literally 2,000 foot below us here would be the real aeroplane that's flying the exact same route. Very exciting. Forgot how noisy drone cam actually is. Wow, we are almost there. 3,000 kilograms of fuel left, about 300 miles to go. Not tried, I think you mean, not Alaska, Tavernaris, do you mean Antarctica? I've not yet tried it, no, myself. Let's get the latest METAR, shall we? METAR LGTS. Winds 190 degrees at 8 knots, all the 9s, few clouds, 2,000 feet, 28 degrees Celsius, and a QNH of 1019. Lovely. Hopefully it stays nice and hot next week. Wow, you guys are almost at MAVAR, that's incredible. I'm still over Bosnian airspace. Where's the wing view on this side? There we go. I do like that one. Bundle with a Twin Otter. Twin Otter's going to be incredibly cool, isn't it, for that route, flying around Antarctica. Basil, yeah, you are literally proper real ops. Can't ask for more, can we? I'm going to put those screenshots onto Volanta as well, actually, including the ones that I've screenshotted. Actually, it won't let me, will it? Basil, I could descend to flight level 370, couldn't I? I'm at the optimum altitude at the moment, that's the only problem. Now, at AKIKA, he should also branch ever so slightly right down to MAVAR. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes in relation to our positioning. Oh, Roland, no, that's not good. What happened? Explain to us what happened. Is this where we say F in the chat for Roland? Or rather, a good grief emoji. Tom, hello. If you've not already clicked the like button, guys, do give the video a little thumbs up. And if you're sitting in the background, come and say hello in the live chat while we're here. If you've got any questions about anything coming soon, or anything that you might have seen over the FS Expo that's happening at the moment in San Diego, then do come for a little chat. We are still neck and neck, absolutely matched for speed and location. I kind of wish that I could. I kind of wish I could record my position separately as well somehow. Quite cool. We're going to have to think about descent soon. Arshu, welcome on board. Hope you're okay. Very warm welcome to you. Thanks for subscribing. Wow, indeed, yes. I'm very much looking forward to my little Greek holiday actually next week. The whole reason why we're doing this route actually today, and it naturally coincided with a real life flight as well. We just never planned for it to depart at the same time as us, accidentally or coincidentally. Oh, yeah, Roland. Whoops. That's where terrain radar comes in really handy, I guess. Nathaniel is asking, well, Harshal actually is asking, does it lag ever to play Microsoft Flight Simulator? It depends entirely on your system spec. Mine is pretty much stable and locked at about 35 frames per second. Sometimes I can push the system a little bit more if I'm going to some heavy scenery or anything like that. So it does depend on entirely what system you have, what PC you've got. Nathaniel's asking, is it difficult to implement terrain and weather radar on such an aircraft? I thought all the complex stuff, they took care of them. So they Fly-by-wire want to create a very accurate Airbus style TCAS system and nav display with the Airbus style weather radar and terrain radar, rather than the one that's the sim actually Microsoft Flight Simulator generates. And for that reason, in the experimental branch, they've turned the weather radar, the terrain maps and everything off because they are waiting. They're trying to push Asobo basically into allowing developers to create custom weather radars and things like that. Asobo don't give developers access to those at the moment. Marshall, no, sadly not. The very base pack is about £50 in the UK, so it depends where you are in the world, but you know, it could well be that you get it as a gift, for example. Nathaniel, I'm not sure, to be honest. It's a good question. Raphael, welcome on board and join the flight as well. Good to hear. Not very long until top of descent, actually, to be honest. And for those of you who are just tuning in, we can have a little look again at our progress. So looking at Navigraph, we are just north of Podgorica at the moment, as you can see on the map there I've just showed you guys. And then if we look at the flight radar version, where is it? Douche, douche, douche. Window capture. The real aircraft, Speedbird 26 Golf, is also about to pass just north of Podgorica. So the real aircraft, there is somebody sat with this view right now, in real life, just 2,000 foot below us, going to the exact same place. Oh, Velux, don't jinx it. Poseidon, yeah, I'm not really sure actually, to be honest, how they're going to cope with that. Let's get rid of Navigraph. I think I forgot to turn it off. There we go. There's the real aircraft. I don't know if you saw it. Just passing Podgorica now. We need 110 nautical miles for top descent. Apparently. We're at 1,800 foot per minute, 90. Ooh, Athens radar. Now this is like real ops again. 129675. Partial, no, yeah, we are in control of this.
With you, we're currently inbound TALAS, we're descending flight level 20 for flight level 6. Good.
Spirit 2642, hello, radar contact, continue present heading, descend flight level 110, vectors ILS 16.
How are we doing for fuel? 2,600.
Maintain present heading, descend flight level 110, expected ILS.
We've used 6,250 kilos of fuel.
Spirit 112, Speaker 75, flight level 310.
275, hello, radar contact, continue present heading, descend flight level 150, vectoring ILS 16 approach.
Descend flight level 150, expect vectors runway ILS 16. Speaker 75.
LGTS. Charts. 6,000. ALIKO is going to be the indicator for us.
Olympic 212, you're identified, turn left
160. We can monitor that, and that's going to give us a bit of an indication. Partial, it's air traffic control. We've got controllers online for Athens that we're going to be flying into very soon from TALAS. We'll be contacting those guys. Poseidon, it does indeed, yes. What they've done is they've changed the colours and added a load of overlays and things on it.
Easy 95 Kilo Delta, hello sir, descend flight level 330 from now.
Descend flight level 330, easy 95 Kilo Delta.
Lufthansa 81 Kilo, hello, descend 7,000 feet, QNH 1017, Mykonos QNH 1017, you're clear for the RNAV approach, runway 34. After Varix, you're clear to descend according to the profile, report on final runway 34.
Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it?
After Varix, you're clear to descend according to the profile of runway 34.
GD, what microphone do I use? I'm thinking of buying a desk mic, fed up with garroting myself. So I've just got a really cheap HyperX wired headset with a microphone. That's it. And I use the same mic for VATSIM, controlling, flying, and streaming. Poseidon, interestingly enough, the weather radar that's on the Salty Sim aircraft was actually that originated from what Flybywire had done when they changed the weather radar themselves and added extra masks and things like that on top of it as well.
Follow the Astus 1 Bravo, continue descent flight level 130.
Okay, the Astus 1 Bravo, any chance of a straight in via the Cenefix for easy 95 Kilo Delta?
Say again, do you want to proceed to the Cenefix?
If possible, for easy 95 Kilo Delta.
I'll call you back, you can expect that, but later on.
Okay, I'll continue to Astus for the time being and expecting the Cenefix easy 95 Kilo Delta.
Through 2642, descent flight level 90.
Flight level 90, Speedbird 2642.
I think we're over Albanian airspace at the moment.
75, descent flight level 110.
Then North Macedonia.
110, Speedbird 75.
Oh, Velox, yeah. Always the way though, isn't it? You plan a really nice approach and it ends up being quite weird. And the weather's never on side.
Olympic 212, descent 2000. Descent 2000. Speedbird 75, speed 240 knots.
Speed 240, Speedbird 75.
After train up, Tom Jet 4 Mike Charlie on the ground at Herculean, just taxiing towards runway 27.
Is that Graham?
So just watch Mike Charlie, yeah.
Oh, Rami, yeah, definitely.
Runway 27 via Delta, crossing runway 30 is approved. Call me when ready to copy I4.
Continue taxi and clear cross runway 30, we're also ready to copy clearance to Bristol.
Comes from Mike Charlie, so Apollo 1 Victor, SID, climb flight level 100, squawk 2054.
Cleared to Bristol via the Apollo 1 Victor departure and squawk 2054, Tom Jet 4 Mike Charlie.
Comes from Mike Charlie, clearance correct.
Athena radar, good afternoon, Jumco 599, flight level 340 inbound to MAXIT.
German cargo 599 there, hello, radar contact, clear direct Banro.
Direct to Banro for German cargo 599, thank you.
Olympic 212, John, left heading 070.
Left heading 070.
That's Graham, he's flying, I think, something like Heraklion to Bristol.
Continue, descent flight level 130.
Continue descent flight level 130, easy 95 Kilo Delta.
Super 2642, descent 5,500 feet, KNH 1018.
5,500, KNH 1018.
How are we doing here? 100 to go. Not too far from top of descent now.
150.
Right heading 150, Speedbird 75.
80, 120, 100, so actually we've still got a bit of time. Doesn't take that long to flick the collar of the altitude knob, so I'll wait.
Red, hello, Tom Jet 2, Juliet Bravo, flight level 340.
Tom Jet 2, Juliet Bravo, radar, correction squawk 0053.
0053, Tom Jet 2, Juliet Bravo.
Good answer 200 Lima, ready for descent, and just to confirm we're okay for Ormo 1 Charlie approach.
Lufthansa 21 Juliet Lima, descent flight level 230.
So Graham's got the same idea, they're off to Crete, so he's flying his route in real life, and he's flying the return now back to Bristol, and I'm of course flying this route because I'm flying this in real life very soon.
Subject 4 Mike Charlie, ready to go, runway 27.
Subject 4 Mike Charlie, runway 27, clear for takeoff, 310 degrees, 10 knots.
Copy the wind, runway 27 for subject 4 Mike Charlie.
To the 75, turn left heading 040, descend flight level 70.
Left 040, flight level 70, Speedbird 75.
I think we're still out of his airspace somewhat. What I'll do is we'll do descent down to 240.
242, turn left by 5 degrees, descend 3,000 feet, clear that 16.
3,000 feet.
Because that's about top of descent now.
Actually, make it 10 degrees to the left.
10 degrees.
Ah, it's that horrible music again. Pixel rip. There we go.
5 Kilo Delta, you may resume on navigation direct to final approach fix runway 16.
Navigation, Cinefix for...
Christopher, hello. Problem just updated Sim Update 6, or World Update 6, and updated flybywire A320 to experimental. Then when I joined in, all buttons highlighted blue and descriptions shown, can't click them. Yes, so that's the frustrating thing that they brought in with the new Xbox thing. You need to go into, I think, in the menu, accessibility. One of the options is control settings, and it's a legacy or lock. I think I'm sure someone else will remember the actual flow of clicks. I can't show you sadly because it will break my sim, as we found out at the start of today's stream.
Subject 4 Mike Charlie, climb in, pass 1,006.
Project continuous, clear, stand by for radar contact.
Continuous, subject 4 Mike Charlie.
To the 75, descend 5,500 feet, QNH 1018.
Oh, nice.
Descend 5,500 feet, QNH 1018, Speedbird 75.
I'm gonna contact him in just a few seconds.
Radar, Olympic 783 Heavy, looking for clearance to Atlanta.
He says once they've got their clearance.
Olympic 783, hello, just have your clearance.
Athena Calimera, this is Blue Star 462.
Blue Star 462, hello, New Squawk 6762.
6762.
Cedar 75, turn right heading 070.
Right heading 070.
Let's go.
Olympic 783, cleared Atlanta, Kilo Oscar Romeo 2 Tango SID, climb 7000, squawk 2062.
Alright, cleared to Atlanta, the Kilo Oscar Romeo, I believe 1 Romeo departure.
Ah, he's descending as well.
For 7,000 and
he's slightly below us.
For Olympic 783 Heavy.
At the Kilo Oscar Romeo 2 Tango.
2 Tango. Kilo Oscar Romeo for Olympic 783.
Athenai radar, Calispera, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf, descending through flight level 330 for flight level 240 inbound TALAS.
Call me back. Speedbird 75, turn right heading 130, descend at 3,000 feet, KDLS.
We're with him now. Oh, Joe, lovely, got a baked sarnie as well, sounds good. I had a quick sausage sandwich before the stream today.
Comes at 2 Juliet Bravo, contact Ankara, 132150.
132.150, advise at 2 Juliet Bravo.
Comes at 4 Mike Charlie, you're identified. Continue climb flight level 380, clear direct Tumbo.
Direct Tumbo and flight level 380, subject 4 Mike Charlie.
Blue Star 462, you're identified. proceed direct BEDEX, descend flight level 70, expect RNAV 34.
Roger, direct to BEDEX, descending to flight level 70 and expect RNAV runway 34, go star 462.
Olympic 212, establish less than 4 hours.
Olympic 212, runway 24, cleared land, 290 degrees 06.
Louis, hello. Welcome. There you go, Birdman, then perfect. Christopher, they always fixed it already.
Flight level 110, direct Deluxe.
And he's gone.
Send 110 direct Deluxe for lift 212.
2642, runway 16, cleared land, 200 degrees 05 knots.
Cleared land, Speedbird 2646.
275, speed 160 knots until 48 meters.
Now I know what's going to happen. I'm going to try and get my charts out.
Suva 26 Kilo Golf Athena, yes, radar contact, descend flight level 130, runway 16.
Descend flight level 130 and runway 16, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Easy 905 Kilo Delta, descend 8000, QNH 1018.
1002 QNH 1018, easy 95 Kilo
So,
Delta.
on our way down, let's see. Literally was as I was getting the charts up to get the approach photographed. So that's that one, and then, so he's, where are we now? Pre-lap. Oh, we are literally on top of him still. It shouldn't be as exciting as it is, but it is. Don't let me forget, guys, when we land, I need to get the actual full route from the BA 2640 that's flown for real and actually grab that.
Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, yes, to radar contact, descend flight level 150, runway 16.
And then I'll put that in screenshot too. So we know what we're doing, it's a 19 DME arc, and what is the runway length here? Let's have a quick look at the taxi charts, the general airport charts. Runway 16, 2,410 meters long. Wow, nice. Airport briefing for arrivals. Cat 2 operations, runway 16 and 10 approved for Cat 2 ops.
Lucia 462, descend 3000, QNH 1018.
Descending 8000,
Parking stand allocation of responsibility Airport Control Ops Centre. Blah blah blah. All aircraft landing on 3-4 will vacate runway via Alpha 2 or Alpha 1. For Foxtrot or Alpha 4 may exceptionally be used under ATC approval. All aircraft landing on runway 10 will not vacate the runway via taxiway Foxtrot 6. Taxiway Foxtrot 5 is not to be used as a rapid exit. Aircraft vacating runway 1028 via taxiway Foxtrot 5 short hold short of position. Yeah, that's fine.
Athena radar, Olympic 783 heavy, and Bravo 05, we have your information out, we're ready for question start.
Olympic 783, position shot, approve facing south.
Push facing south.
Well, we'll probably end up vacating at Alpha 5, to be honest.
26 Kilo Golf, continue on present heading.
Continue present heading, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. That's 114. 115. Wow, we're on vectors already. Let's, we want VOR, VOR. We'll go for low auto brake, bit of reverse thrust. 2,400 meters. Oh, GD. Sounds fun. Missed approach for Thessaloniki. Climb straight ahead to 7 DME, then turn right to reach the VOR at 3,500 feet. That's the Mikra VOR. Follow the radial 328 degrees to 15 DME, then turn right and join holding at 3,500. Now, we're in vectors with the ATC on VATSIM. The big question is going to be, is the real aircraft going to get the same vectors? What do you guys think?
Follow Charlie to the apron.
cross runway 28, we'll back cross Charlie into the air.
Blue Star 462 over BEDX, cleared on out, runway 34.
For the BEDX, cleared on runway 34, Blue Star 462.
So QNH 1018.
EV 95 kilo dollar, descent 3000, cleared via approach.
Temperature 28.
With around inside.
Mag wind 200 at 5.
Clifford VR approach, Wilco 95 kilo Delta.
Transition altitude on the charts by ATC. We'll go 7.5.
Maintain 7000 till Deluxe. Thereafter, you're clear for the VRDME approach. Runway 09.
And then it's Barrow, so missed approach. We want our minimums. Cat 2 ILS category C aircraft 164 feet. Barrow, lovely. So now we're on a deviation from our planned route. What's the aircraft doing in real life? He looks like he's... No way. If he continues going straight ahead, he's the exact same route in. He's at 15,000 descending, 14,000. Let's see how quick we can descend this.
Continue radar, good afternoon, easy 68 Alpha November 5037, sorry for the next.
No worries, easy 68 Alpha November, radar contact.
Richard, I hope we do. It's going to be really freaky if we do. We'll compare the flight plans at the end of the flight when we're on stand. If it is, that's going to be absolutely mind-blowing.
Speedbird 75, vacated runway.
275, copy, taxi via Alpha Charlie to the apron, cross runway 28.
Alpha Charlie to the apron, cross runway 28, Speedbird 75.
Tiger 599, contact Ankara 132150.
132150, John Cargo 599, bye-bye.
To the 26 Kilo Golf, descend 5,500 feet, QNH 1018.
5,500, QNH 1018, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Standby instruments set as well. Good. Low auto brake selected. It always does that, doesn't it? Let me refresh the Flight Live studio. It's the one thing with Fly Live. I've noticed it's never really... It's very unstable at times. It gets quite frustrating. Always breaks when I'm really busy trying to fly the plane.
By 10 degrees.
Left 10 degrees, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. Like now. 105. Got to check what the other airplane's doing.
Dana radar, Olympic 783 Heavy, information alpha ready for taxi.
Olympic 783, taxi on the point runway 03 right, via Echo. Delta 5 and Delta.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, now well into our descent. Go fast and seatbelt signs happening.
03 right, Echo,
I'm not sure what the frequency is. I know you can use liveatc.net, I think. Don't know if they have it on there.
Your tray papers should be folded away, seat backs in the upright position, seatbelt securely fastened for landing. If you continue to use or handheld devices at this time, however...
2 tons of fuel left. Happy days. Thessaloniki is...
Fully established,
there.
5 Kilo Delta.
30 miles away, no, 28 miles away. Good grief.
160 degrees, 04 knots.
Clear land 16, EG 95 Kilo Delta.
Under 55 km, uniform record descent.
Under 55
That's good.
From descent flight level 130.
Descent level 130, under 55 km.
Please prepare for landing.
Here we go.
Under 55 kilo uniform, the wind at Volos is currently at from 090 degrees 08.
All straight lows, fine. Doctor on board. 2,500 metres is plenty long enough. It's 2.5 kilometres.
When can you then expect the Voxes 1 hotel?
Voxes 1 hotel, ILS 1826, under 55 km.
Sugar 26 kilo golf, descent 3,500.
Descent 3,500, Speedbird 26 kilo golf. Continuous descent. I don't think we're going to be down quick enough, to be honest.
Sugar 1 Papa Lima, turn right heading 110.
So I think I've buggered the ability to match this flight like for like. The shortcut though that he's given us has pushed us a bit because we were already a bit high. Oh god, this music. Well, it looks like it, yeah. We are too high. We need an orbit, really. $18 miles. Let's see if I can get this back on. There's the runway. I think I might have just worked this out nicely, hopefully. I hope. I think we're going to be landing at the same time, guys, as the real flight. He's not cleared me.
26 kilo golf, are you okay with the altitude?
It's still a little high with the vectors, probably do with a left or right turn or something. I could probably lose it quicker.
26 kilo, in that case, you're okay with the ILS approach runway 16?
Good ILS approach runway 16, Speedbird 26 kilo golf.
Sugar 1 Papa Lima, descent 3,500 feet, QNH 10.
Expedite, doctor on board, doesn't do anything in this aircraft at the moment.
3,500 QNH 1 Papa Lima.
462 established on final runway 34.
Blue Star 462, runway 34, clear land 240.
Yeah, we're fine.
Clear to land runway 34, Blue Star 462.
We're going to come up on profile pretty quick, I think. If I could keep this up. Because we are steep.
Dana radar, Olympic 783, heavy, short of 3, right, ready to go. 12783, runway 03.
Glide slope starting to pick up. Localizers active.
Clear for takeoff, 03 right, Olympic 783 heavy.
Lovely. Let's get the gear down. Let's get drag on the airframe. Had a quick look at the speed limit charts. Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf is established.
26 Kilo runway 16, clear to land, 210 degrees, 05 knots.
Clear land 16, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf.
Speedbird 1 Papa Lima, fly heading 120, clear DLS 16.
120 degrees and clear DLS 16.
EG95 Kilo Delta is vacated. Can I take stand 4?
Yeah, of course, EG95 Kilo Delta, you're all alone on the aircraft.
Thank you.
That's 210 Lima, have the airfield. Lufthansa 210 Lima, runway 09, clear to land 270 degrees, 3 knots.
So we are still a bit steep. Here comes the glide slope. We are late capturing this. 5 miles. Woohoo! To be fair, the aircraft's got itself on glide slope mode now, which is good.
Good afternoon. Your rank Mike Charlie, Alpha 39er. I've on board. Request Alpha destination. 1000.
I wish I could take screenshots of us in this position now.
Kilo Oscar Romeo 2 Tango SAD, climb 7000, squawk 2020.
Pitch to Düsseldorf, go to Tango SID, climb flight level 370 and squawk 2020 for your expenditure.
Hearing Tango Charlie, clearance correct.
Thank you, aeroplane. I have it from here.
Blue Star 462, I'm sorry, I have a hydraulic failure. I have no steering available, so I have to disconnect here.
Copy it, Blue Star 462, thank you for flying, sir.
Land.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Inhibit.
Olympic 783, you're identified, 1,600 feet. Continue climb, flight level 240. After passing 5,000, turn left to PEVAL.
100 above.
You are joking me. I'm ignoring them, I don't know who they are.
240, and then after passing 5,000, direct to PEVAL, I believe you said? Yeah, turn left, direct PEVAL. Left direct PEVAL after passing 5,000, Olympic 783 heavy.
That was a land after, look. He's already up. Not sure who that is. We're clear to land, and I was confident with his acceleration that we were going to be good. In fact, in a way, it was more dangerous for us to...
Gate left on Alpha 5. Continue taxi via Alpha, Alpha 4, Charlie, to standard choice.
Okay, so Alpha 5, taxi stand of choice for Alpha, Alpha 4 and Charlie, Speedbird 26 Kilo Golf. That was sporty, wasn't it?
1 Papa Lima, runway 16 Cleveland, 210 degree 05 knots.
City line 16, 01 Papa Lima.
Taxi 210 Lima, runway 09, vacate.
Atlanta 210 Lima, roger, taxi to parking of choice.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fastened seatbelt signs have been switched off. You may now use your mobile phones or handheld portable electronic devices. When it is safe to leave your seats, be careful when opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury.
Alpha 4's up there.
In the aircraft, please make sure you have all of your personal belongings with you. And remember that smoking is not allowed until you have reached a designated area.
Speedbird 2798 with no flight plan, standard. Don't know who that is. I tend to just ignore people like that on VATSIM because they're usually people trolling or not doing stuff properly. Ah, Dwyle, really? Partial, no, just the stuff I've picked up over the years. Alpha 4 was here. Well, people like that can always be dot walloped, can't they? This is the Alex AB Freeware Airport on flightsim.co. Looks really good, actually. Elements, it's the Luke Air tool for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I wonder if we're ahead of that of that real flight. Are we going to park at the same place?
And 055 Kilo Uniform descent 8,000 feet, QNH 1018. You're clear for the LS 26.
Descent 8,000 feet, QNH 1018, clear LS runway 26, Ontario 55.
Gonna fit in that. Oh, it's tight, isn't it? There's nowhere we're fitting in that gap. We'll have to go there, stand 6.
Olympic 783, what is your cruising level requesting?
Initial cruise level 300 for Olympic 783.
Olympic 783, climb flight
Alec,
level
awesome.
300.
I forgot to turn model matching on. Flight recorder. It all got quite busy on that final approach.
Atlas Control, Kalispera, Kia Toronto, position Alpha 05, request for clearance to Tel Aviv.
Kia 212, hello, you're clear Tel Aviv via Kilo.
Oh, there's a BA1 that's just landed.
Climb 7,000, squawk 20.
Oh, sure, yes, I do remember you from earlier. Look at this scenery, guys, wow.
Departure, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2007 on Kia 212.
Kia 212, clearance correct. 01 Papa Lima, welcome to Thessaloniki, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 4, Delta, stand number 10.
John, yeah. Very true, hello. Early them out of the belly, actually. Strobes can come off.
For stand and cross runway 28. Papa 1 Papa Lima.
Who was that that's just landed over there? Was that Basil? I think it was Basil, wasn't it?
Athena radar, good day, Emirates 192.
Oh, is that beacon light on still?
350 inbound normal.
Emirates Voice 192, hello from within the radar contact, clear direct Eveno.
And of course we need passengers to disembark. Oops, stairs. Rock and roll. Go get a screenshot. Roland, yeah, good stuff. Thanks for joining us. Get a good little screenshot.
Whiskey, hello, you're cleared Distaff, visual departure out of
I look at that for scenery, that is stunning.
Tango Sierra Lima, climb flight level 100, squawk 2031.
Clear to Düsseldorf, visual departure runway 01.
Oh my god. That's so frustrating. Actually, has he? I think they've parked at the same stand as us. Partial, I said yes. Right, I think you're right. I think we have literally parked at the exact same place as the real aircraft. So I need to go on to... We vacated at Alpha 5 together as well.
3661, hello, new squawk 6777.
Just doing some bits on Volanta.
You're identified level 285.
You guys want to see my landing rating, of course, don't you?
Descent flight level 70. Expect RNAV 34.
Please can repeat for 661.
Yeah, proceed direct to BEDX. Descent flight level 70.
Just need flight radar.
34.
Right. So this is the real flight. Once he's zoomed out, he says, we want to route that. Here we go. So, the real flight. Fat fingers. Good grief, there we go. Window capture. So that's the real flight that's departed.
Arkia 212, push and start is approved, face out.
Then we zoom in. He's had that straight in vector as well. And then looks like quite a quick descent as well, like us. He's taxied off at Alpha 5 like we have, and he's taxied onto Alpha 4 like we have, and onto Charlie, and then he's parked pretty much where I think we've parked. Because if I look at Volanta, Navigraph, sorry, and I show you that very quickly as well, everything's going to get piled on top of each other. There's our position. That looks identical, which is awesome. And then we come off that one and we go on Volanta, show you guys that, because obviously that matters. There's our route for today. Very similar, except for the little kink at the bottom there, Bass Parry. There's our approach.
Clear direct Tigra for Olympic 7 and 83 heavy.
Straight in, touchdown 172 foot per minute at 127 knots. And 1.27 G, there's it on the stats on the left hand side too. And you can see there our little taxi off at Alpha 5. Looks identical, how uncanny. Maybe they were live streaming the entire thing. Lauren, don't ruin it. That's pretty cool, and freeway scenery looks fantastic as well. Try and get a good little screenshot here. Let's see.
Audio check. Fine.
Like so. Doink.
Audio check. Fine.
Factors will establish an S26.
Weather 5 after getting from runway 26, good land to 09.
There we go.
0 degrees, 0 knots.
So we have literally checked. A flight was supposed to depart an hour before us, of course. They ended up departing, weirdly enough, the exact same moment of time that we've departed. Initially, they've had a slight variation of the route, but very quickly, actually, over towards Zurich, we've ended up matched perfectly the entire way, and it just so happens that we've pretty much parked, if not exactly, almost on the same stand as well, which is rather cool. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's little live stream. There's somebody taxiing along on the taxiway there too. I don't think we've got anyone else left to depart, to land, to be honest. Especially after all the technical issues we had on the way out. Well, I agree. Close enough to be very spooky. Rather cool as well. If you want to get the scenery or the BA Better World livery as well, check the description for today's stream, and all the links are in there for you guys to download as you wish, including the scenery as well that we're looking at today. And you can see here performance is pretty good too, and the texturing works wonderful. Thank you to everybody who flew along. Got a couple of good little screenshots along the way. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it too. I'm going to be doing this route for real in the next in the next week, so I'll be trying to get some good pictures, videos and all that for you guys, either putting it on some sort of YouTube short style thing that they keep emailing all the content creators about, trying to get us to do that loads, or some sort of video. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. Thank you very much to Out of the Box for your super chats, and Lazarus for becoming a channel member. Those of you who aren't yet inside our Discord server, if you're a bronze, silver or gold frequent flyer, be sure to DM us, and make sure on Discord you link your YouTube accounts too, and we'll get you access into the club lounge. Thank you to all of our controllers as well, and I hope to see you in 2 days for another live stream. We're going to be going to Queenstown in the A320neo in 2 days' time on Tuesday. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. Enjoy the rest of Sunday. Take care.